if you guys are wanting both. Oi, Stinkies, how you doing today? We've got huge fucking news. It's not a merch drop. It is not a merch drop. We're gonna talk about it in a sec. I know some of you may know. So if you have heard, just pause for a second here. Let me catch up on some things, okay? Architect, thank you for the 4-month resub. RDJ with the 49 months. Endlog with the 45 months. Incoherent Owl with the 15-month resub. AV with the 33 months. Majestic Whale with the 76 months. PKim with the 67 months. Hugh Cole with the 21 months. Neon with the 46 months. Papali with the 30-month resub. Bounty, how you doing tonight? Thank you so much for the 89 months. Desolate Fox with the 10-month resub. Boomhauer with the 34. Lazombie with the 37. Pyrostasis with the 8-month resub. Shout out to all the offline subs. Flame Kitty with the 14. Autorose with the 47. Thank you guys so much. How you guys doing today? Hello. Bounty, what the fuck, man? What's up? So you threw some tig old biddies, man. Texas speech will go off one of these days. Yo, Gaming Dude with the 75 months. Thank you so much. Hey, there we go. Can we get some cruise bits?
Hey, chat.
Pass around them tig old biddies.
I've been missing for a hot minute again, but I heard there are some big
Oh, you're
news.
good. Oh my God, there is some big news. Bounty, before we get into big news though, pause for a second. Have you heard about the Skyrim roleplay server? Have you heard about that shit? You need to go look it up. I feel like you would find it so fun. You'd find it so cool. Oh, Taz is going. Yeah, anyways, that's a different thing. Okay, back onto our regularly scheduled broadcast. Chat, I can finally tell you guys. Okay, so if you guys have not... there's here and there, if you guys have been watching me, especially for the last year, I have been getting news throughout stream and I'm like, chat, I'm sorry, I can't talk about it. Like, I've had to keep my lips absolutely fucking sealed, all right? I'm like, it's good news, it's good news. Like, all this sorts of exciting stuff. I can finally tell y'all, okay? Chat, Focus Fuel is hitting the shelves, okay? It's hitting the shelves, okay? So, first of all, I'm gonna let you know, I'll turn the giveaway stuff on in a second. Yeah, okay, so we have had stuff in the works for the last year and a half of like getting stuff, like things really like getting ready and taking the fuck off behind the scenes, okay, which is exciting. For those of you that don't know, let me catch you up to speed. If you don't know what Focus Fuel is, we were one of the first caffeinated gummies to hit the market. I know there's some other competitors out there, they're respectfully nowhere near as good. We've kept an eye on shit. But we were one of the first caffeinated gummies to hit the market. And we've been doing and working on Focus Fuel since like 2022, 2023. So for like quite a while before we went public. We went public in January of 2023. It is now, March? We are now in April. Oh, not even March, right? April. Oh my God. We are now in April of 2026. And Focus Fuel is hitting the shelves. So we've hit the shelf once. If you guys were here for around November time, a little bit before that. Actually, I think it might have been a little over a year ago. We were in GMC. I think that's what it was called. I'm thinking of the car dealership. I think I'm getting it messed up. Not GNC, not there. That I knew it was close. Sorry. I do this every time we talk about GNC behind the scenes. I did like GMC. I swear that's not right. It's GNC. So we were in GNC and we had an in-game item with Assassin's Creed for their most recent game. And it was cool. So you guys could literally go into GNC or order online and you were able to get an in-game item with Focus Fuel. Well, since then, we have been working heavily on things and we have secretly been in business Costco for a little bit. We didn't announce that. If you guys are interested and you want to get Focus Fuel, you can go to your business Costco and there might still be Focus Fuel on the shelves. There might be, I can't promise anything. So we've kept quiet on that. We've just kind of wanted to let that slowly roll out. But now that we're officially going to be on regular shelves, right now we are officially in Sam's Club. So if you are a member at Sam's Club, we are there and we're doing a giveaway with Sam's Club and Focus Fuel to give away 10 1-year-long memberships. So, which is pretty freaking insane. That's huge. So if you guys would like to enter into the giveaway, I've just put the link in there for the link. Make sure you go enter because you get a free year giveaway to those places is so freaking nice. So yeah, holy indeed. Yes. But that's not all, chat. Obviously, that's what we're on the shelves with right now, which is very, very exciting. And we will have the official announcement tomorrow, but Dan wanted to give us the opportunity to let you guys know early, which I really appreciate. I was like, did I miss the announcement? He's like, no, so shout out to Dan, because like I can't, and I know I'm sure those are my buddies that have gone online to say so, like I'm sure that I've told you guys already, because I think some of them might have already, but thank you guys so much for supporting us. I can't say enough, and I'm sure the guys said the same, and I'm sure Dan would say the same if you ever want to, you know, y'all have been so fucking supportive. We would not be anywhere near as successful without you guys. Like, you guys backed us and believed in our fucking product from the get-go and gave us good feedback and all this sorts of shit. So thank you so freaking much. Everything with Focus Fuel is going so well. So not only are we in Sam's Club, if you want to go pick us up from Sam's Club, outside of the giveaway, if you do want the link to go purchase Focus Fuel online from Sam's Club, or check if we are in your local Sam's Club, there's the link you can check there for everything. On top of that, we will be in Target the last week of July. We will be in 7-Eleven later this year, and we are finalizing our deal with Kroger's and Sprouts, and we'll be in main Costco's, not just business Costco's, in 2027. I did all my makeup and I'm gonna cry. Chad, I don't think you understand how insane that is.
For $30. Holy competitive pricing. I already left a 5-star review.
Sorry, I'm getting I did my sick makeup today to match my Kiss shirt that I was wearing. My Focus Fuel shirts are dirty, but I don't think, like, that's nuts, Chad. That's fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. Like, I don't, like, also, I can't just, us creators can't just take credit. I'm sure the other guys have said the same. Dan has been busting his ass. So can we just get, like, a round of applause to our CEO, Dan? That dude has been busting his ass so hard. He's been on so many fucking trips. He's been doing all of the fucking legwork. Like, I'm very grateful. Like, don't get me wrong. Me, Speedy, Chilled, Side, we're founders. Like, we've been there, like, since so early, the very, very early stages. But, like, Dan has done so much fucking work, and like, between you guys as our audience bases and, like, Dan, like, we would not be anywhere near as successful as what we are. So it's just like, that's crazy, dude. And outside of, like, I don't think, like, think of the, like, the thing is too, chat, like, I don't know if y'all have thought about this, like, not even, you know, and this isn't shade to those brands, but like G Fuel's never hit public shelves. Gamer Supps has never hit public shelves. The only creator brands that have hit shelves is fucking Prime. So like that, and Mr. Beast, so I don't feel like Mr. Beast counts. Mr. Beast is like his own subsection of the internet, you know what I mean? But like, I can't, like, yeah, that's just nuts, dude. Ninja had merch. Not many creators have had like a, and the thing is like, they're outside of Prime, their names are have been tied to it, you know? It's just fucking nuts, dude. It's crazy. So it's just very exciting, very exciting. Yeah, it's technically in dollar stores, but no one ever knows. Oh, that's insane. I did not know that. That's cool, dude. But yeah, it's Mr. Beast doesn't exist. Oh my god. But anyways, that's the huge fucking announcement. So sorry, I'm cursing like a sailor. I've had to keep my mouth shut on a lot of this. We've known about the deals with 7-Eleven and Costco, and all that stuff has been in the work for the last like 7-8 months. So like, but yeah, we can finally talk about it now. I know a lot of you have complained about shipping, so hopefully your shipping issues will be over soon, because we are going to be in so many freaking stores. So I know there's more stuff to come that we can't talk about either, but yeah, we're hitting the freaking shelves, dude. Oh yeah, it's nuts. But yeah, you can get us now outside of Amazon and all that. Yeah. Oh my god.
You guys made a solid product that appeals to everyone who intakes caffeine. Years ago I almost got Gamer Supps until I saw the packaging and didn't want to explain to my parents why there are boobs on everything Kruzadar.
I think Smitty and those guys, I think they have ones that don't have tiggle bitties on the packaging if you did want to try stuff still. I know they've got their own flavors, but yeah, it's very exciting, dude. Are we gonna get an original Cruise flavor? A Focus Fuel? Here's the thing. I don't personally want to put my name. Oh my. Okay, it did rub a little bit. Honestly, it could have been a lot worse though. It held up for how I was getting. Yeah, I know, Edward. Isn't that fucking nuts? It's insane. So, anyways, I cannot say thank you enough. Yeah, it's just so exciting. It's so fucking exciting. Yeah, so we're not selling or anything yet, but we are hitting shelves, and yeah, we don't need the name. Yeah, I just want if we could do just a hardcore lime flavor. I loved the cranberry lime. I don't want to put my name on like that, you know what I mean? Like we're a creator backed product, but like our brand isn't just us. Like we'll use us for models and things like that, right? But I think it would be weird if it's like Cruise's flavor. I don't know. I don't think it would be that horrible to do either. I'm not opposed to it. But I think a lime flavor on its own would just do so well that I don't think we need to put my name on it. But if they're worried about it not doing well, I would be so down to do that. But I just love my limes. And then it's like, I could also just go eat a raw lime at the end of the day because I'm a fucking freak. But yeah, anyways, that's the exciting news, chat. That's the announcement. Yeah, I know some of you were hoping for merch. I apologize that merch is not quite ready yet. We're finalizing this next drop, but I promise you it is right around the corner, but just not quite yet. Maybe like an online only type of deal. Yeah, and maybe yeah, and stuff like that. Because I think I can't say anything, but I know we are doing one creator limited time flavor. I guess we do that with like the mystery flavor, but I haven't tried them yet because I think I just eat an entire bag because I like gummies too much. Yeah, any teasers. This thing, I'm not gonna let it focus on it, is going to be a part of the next drop. So, you know, yeah, no, it's so exciting. No, I just like, you know, it is life-changing because like I have learned so much, and I'm sure the rest of the guys have learned so much, and yeah, it's just been great. It's been awesome, man. Yeah, it is literally life-changing. It's very exciting. That's been on her desk for months. It has, dude. I know. I mean, I could give you a new one. That one. There might be a few variants. there might be a few variants of those. Oh God. Would y'all ever do any no caffeinated gummies so here's the thing. Maybe at some point, DK, but we are a caffeinated product, and that would mean if we were going to do something like that, that would mean we're going towards the candy market. You know what I mean? I'm not opposed to doing that. That would be something that would be like a final stage decision. Do you know what I'm saying, DK? Like our big money maker and our big backing is we're a unique product that's a caffeinated gummy. If we were going to do something like that, that would have to be like after we do like a bunch of other variations of ideas that we potentially have before executing that one. We're not opposed to that, but that would be like that would be more of a final iteration if we were going to do some stuff, because we do have some other ideas too. But yeah, a duck, Fred. I guess you could consider them that. You could use them in that way. Cruz is Focus Fuel. Oh my God, why did I think Final Fantasy? Focus Fuel approaching 10 years. No, Focus Fuel is nowhere near 10 years old. Yeah, Focus Fuel is growing really fast, like really fast. Yeah, Focus Fuel is like an insanely success. Like, yeah, startups normally don't have this shit happen. No, we started working on Focus Fuel in like 2022, 2023. Yeah, it's nowhere near 10 years old. Yeah, it is. Yeah, 2022, 2023. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 10 years is going to be a ways away. Scully with the 52 months. Thank you so much. Jimmy with the 62 months. Boy, thank you for the 500 bits and the 500 before that. Gallop with the 38 months. Pyro with the 13-month resub. Unhinged Jordan with the 27 months. Gilbert with the 33. Shooter with the 36. Gaming Dude with the 75 months. Bounty, thank you again for the bits earlier. PR with the 31 months. Flame Kitty with the 14 months. Thank you, guys. Just had a bowl of Fruity Pebbles and beef jerky. Ooh, what a combo. It tastes good, and it's a product that all sorts of people are interested in. Exactly. Well, and I talked about it before. Like, I would not have, okay, Taylor's just letting me know he's feeding the dogs here shortly. what was I saying though? Yeah, I'll never forget the day I got the you know, comps from the guys and to talk to Dan and stuff, and they pitched it to me, and I was like, hey, like when I got, you know, when they started pitching, I was like, hey, just like, I'm gonna be upfront, if this is another powdered product, I'm not interested, respectfully. And they're like, no, I promise it's not. I'm like, okay, I'm relieved to hear that. Continue. Because not that there's anything wrong with doing a powdered energy product, but like everybody's done it. Everybody's doing the same fucking thing. And like it's not innovative, you know. And then they pitched the caffeinated gummy, and I was like, tell me more. I wasn't even supposed to be a founder originally. I've told you guys that. And then I just got, you know, it's business brain comes out, and I just worm my way in with fucking business talk. Not even like business talk. They just like, as they were working on the product, I just was like, hey, you know, because they were at the time, they were trying to figure out what types of caffeine to use. And I was like, hey, I'm going to tell you right now, you should do green tea and not do the other stuff, because ADHD people and people with autism tend to have a reaction. Not to say people won't have a reaction, but I was like, you're limiting, you won't have to worry about that anywhere nearly as much as doing the other way. And, you know, then samples and all that other stuff. They're like, and then they're like, hey, you actually want to join the founding board? And I was like, yeah, I'd fucking love to. I just, you know, I give blunt feedback. So yeah, so it was really cool. It was really cool. Flooded market with powder. No, it is. It really is. Again, I'm not shading anybody that does it. I get it. You know, people love that shit. But it's just, you know, if I was going to throw down money, I was like, you know, it's gotta, it's gotta be something unique. I'm picky about the powder caffeinated stuff. Found out I only like some specific flavors from G-Stubs, but Focus Fuel is great to keep in your work truck. Yeah, it's like, and I talk about it, we've talked about it before. Focus Fuel is not meant to replace your energy drinks. It's just to keep you from having to down multiple of them a day, so you don't have to get your main caffeine from them, right? Because who ain't gonna lie here? Monster fucking tastes good. My husband still gets white Monsters every, like, 3 a week, or 2 or 3 a week. Or a Red Bull here and there. I don't care for the taste of Red Bull generally. But like, yeah, you know, it's not meant to replace that. I still drink my fucking tea and I have Focus Fuel. It's just, it's so that you don't have to have so many of them a day and fuck yourself up, because it's not healthy. You know? Then you don't have to down a whole pot of coffee. You can actually enjoy your coffee or your tea and not like swig that shit. Like Red Bull causes less, because it's less carbonation. Yeah. I'm finally down to 1 cup of coffee a day, but I remember when I needed caffeine to function. Yeah, dude. It's crazy. It is nice if you can cut back on that stuff, because you have to be careful too. It's nice because like myself, I'm saying this because I'm taking my meds right now. My ADHD meds. I don't have a stimulant in my meds, and the stimulant is caffeine. But caffeine fucks me up when it comes from, coffee most of the time, things like that. So like Focus Fuel's great because I can literally microdose it, my fucking caffeine through it. And I talked about it. I have to order more because I've been out. I've been struggling the last couple weeks not having any. I gotta get more. I got my drinky tea today. I was like, I need to relax a little bit. See, I have chai in the morning and an energy drink at lunch. There you go. You guys don't have a coffee IV drip? Dude, did I talk about this with you guys? Did I tell you guys I had a reaction to they opened up a new coffee shop? So I talked about how they destroyed a local joint near me, so we don't get our coffee or food from there anymore. They California fucked it, is what I call it. And not that there's anything wrong with like California restaurants, but as much as I like California and California areas, they just, like good recipes that just have good taste to them, they always got to do some weird fuck shit to it on the menu. Not always, but like half the restaurants there, I call them California fucking them, or California, like, I don't know, they crucify them with it, where they have to add some weird fucking thing that nobody's ever thought of before and then it just tastes like shit. And so they did this with a nasty ass balsamic vinegar on half of the fucking menu. I like balsamic vinegar. Californication. Yeah, there we go. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work with most of the breakfast products. And it's so fucking disgusting. I'm not kidding. None of the locals go to this place anymore. It's a whole fucking thing. And so anyways, we've stopped getting our coffees and stuff from there too, because it's just, and most of the original staff quit because like they just did not like how they were being I'm not gonna get into it. They didn't like it. They didn't like how things changed. And so, I like balsamic vinegar, but like throwing it on like breakfast, all the breakfast shit was so fucking annoying, Wills. And it just drives me nuts. Anyway, the Ashley, I gotta show you it. Yeah, they crucified the good one. Yeah, the good one has been dead for over a year now. They murdered my boy. Yeah. I can't tell you too much because I'm not trying to dox shit. I know. Yeah. But Ash, they do have there's a new coffee joint that makes killer sandwiches and stuff that's opened up nearby. Oh my God. I got a blueberry like cold foam matcha from them, and I mixed all the blueberries and stuff in it, and it was so fucking good. But no, they have good coffee there. It's just the coffee. I tried their coffee, and I have a reaction to a lot of coffee where like, this is where I talk about the heart palpitations. The last coffee that I drank on stream gave me that shit after stream. It triggered almost an anxiety attack. I felt so sick and nasty. Oh my God, dude. I like should not have finished the coffee. It was just, yeah. And I even got a small size and didn't even, so anyways, I'm sticking to the fancy matcha now going forward. But my husband is a stickler on coffee and he loves their coffee. So like we do have a backup coffee place now, and yeah, the food there is really good too. But yeah, it was a whole thing, Ash. Bro, I gotta rant to you about that fucking coffee place. Was that the place where you decided to say both variants of what? No. That's Scooters. That's Scooters. Scooters is everywhere across the Midwest. Dude, I put that TikTok up. How like I'm known as like the variant lady and shit. Did you, the amount of people that like, they're like, we don't have Scooters. They're like, Scooters isn't in the Midwest. I'm like, bro, literally go look at the Scooters map. Everywhere. It's everywhere in the Midwest. It's not necessarily in a lot of the like super small towns or whatever, which I think is why like there's a huge chunk of Illinois they're not in. But there's a lot up by me. Yeah. I love making espresso at home, but it's not no. Well, my husband's crazy, dude. He'll make multiple espressos a day from his espresso machine. I got him a espresso machine for Christmas. And he has, no, was it not this most recent one? The one before that, right? I don't think it was this Christmas that I gave it to him. No, it was definitely the one before that. It was the one before that. Oh my God, my ears are starting to blur together, chat. I'm getting old. Cruz old. Scooters is way better than the Star. Okay, so I didn't want to say it, but I agree. I feel like Scooters is better too. Also, their peanut butter protein smoothie is so good. I love that shit. Isn't coffee a natural laxative? It is. It is. Yes, it is. Also a good reason to consume focus fuel because it's not going to make you shit your pants. I have Dutch Bros where I live. Oh yeah, that was more. Oh well, you're out in like the Pacific Northwest, right? From what I've gathered. So yeah, we had Dutch Bros when we lived. I think it was Dutch Bros when we lived out in Washington, or was it? Maybe it was Dunkin'. Pretty certain it was Dutch Bros though. Yeah, Oregon. Yeah, I think it was Dutch Bros was in Washington too. Not too controversial on me, but I don't like any coffee. That's okay. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of people don't like tea either. Oh my gosh.
Can you make a focus fuel variant that does make you shed pants?
Yeah, we'll start lacing focus fuel with Miralax. We'll do a collab. I pinned it at the top of chat. Oh, Val, oh my God, damn it, Val. Okay, but I'm gonna go I see what's pinned at the top there. God damn it. Okay, it's not letting me pin it for some reason. Dom, can you pin that announcement post, or will it not do it unless you type it regularly? Dom or Val? Jesus, why would you say that? Yeah, if we can just pin that giveaway stuff, I would, great. Thank you so much. Okay, I guess it doesn't with the announcement one, but yeah, if we can just get that pinned. If you're on YouTube, you can obviously still enter in. I will put it later in the Discord with a more proper, I mean, we have a proper picture. You want to see the graphic Dan made for me and I didn't even show it? I'm a bad egg, bro. Yeah, look. Give 10 one-year memberships, dude. Look at that nice graphic. Oh my goodness. Yeah, oh my god. Ugh. Chat, I wish I could show you. I don't think I can. We have, like, the packaging we made for being in business Costco looks so good. Yeah. Can't wait to try Focus Mucilax. I know. Isn't that a nice? We're in the club. It's a good graphic, dude. It's a really good graphic. Yeah. Yeah, pretty chic, pretty chic. Yeah, we're in Sam's Club though. Yeah, anyways. Our announcement time. Oh boy, partnered with Bulk Walmart. Well, we're partnered with a lot of other stuff. We've been in business Costco, but we've just been quiet about that because we're not on the main shelves yet. But we've been in business Costco. We might still have some near you if you're wanting to purchase, because, you know, I'm a Costco head. But yes, and then we did GNC over a year ago. And we're going to be coming to, I talked about it earlier just to give you a recap, but since you're curious, if you don't want to buy from Sam's Club, which is totally valid, I'm not judging you for that. But I said it earlier, Target will be in Target in the last week of July. 7-Eleven is looking around August and September, and we're finalizing stuff with Kroger and Sprouts, and we'll be in main Costco's in 2027. Are we still in GNC? I don't believe so. Yeah, I don't think so. We did our stuff with Assassin's Creed, and I think that's been it, but I could totally be wrong. I forgot to follow up on that. We have a big call this week, so we might be having more news soon. Oh, Blue Sam, thank you for the 400 bits. Make a variant to shit other people's pants. Ooh, actually, that might not be a good idea. We might be liable for that if we do that. I can't wait for Target and Summerlin. Yeah, dude, isn't that crazy? Like, imagine you're going into your gas station, and we're there on the shelves. It's crazy. It is freaking crazy. It's freaking nuts. Yeah. Are these coast to coast? Yes. They are not localized. It is not localized. It is going to be across the entire country. For all of it. Yeah. It is not... Originally, some of them were planned to be local, and then a lot of things changed very fast. We got fast tracked, which is, I'm starting to drool. Fucking crazy. Yeah, we got fast tracked. So like these timelines are nuts. Yeah, we've had to do a lot of scaling. We've had to do a lot of scaling behind the scenes, a lot of scale up, which if you've noticed some of the restock times have been a little bit longer. That's partially why, is because we've been working on scaling up. Yeah, because we have to, because we're going to be in, I mean, like, thousands of fucking stores. When will it be officially on shelves? We're in Sam's Club right now. So if you wanted to go to Sam's Club and you wanted to go get Focus Field, you can do it right now, or you can order online. But we'll be on shelves in Target the last week of July, or around there. We're going to be in 7-Eleven. We're still finalizing planning, but it's looking like around August, September time, and then finalizing Kroger and Sprouts. And then we'll be on main Costco shelves, not just business Costco in 2027. Yeah, huge POs to fill. Yeah, no, like literally, like we're having to scale up like a lot. It's pretty intense, but like Dan is killing it, man. I'm drooling, I know. I'm going feral for my focus fuel. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Ugh. I might have to order in the meantime. Yeah, bro, I don't know how long I've followed you, but damn, oh, what's up, dude? Zella, welcome, man. How you been? Tough jump for companies. It is. Thankfully, we've got really good supporters and backers, thankfully. Outside of just ourselves. So yeah, we've had a lot of creators that have invested and stuff like that, because we didn't want anyone to like have too big of a stake, you know what I mean? Just to not overcomplicate things and whatnot. So it's yes, very exciting. I've worked in retail longer than Cruz has been alive. That's fucking wild, dude. $30 for 60 gummies at Sam's Club. Yep, there you go. Yeah, I gotta get my 30 pack. I need to get peach. You know what? I should order that right now so I can not fucking forget. Actually, I don't know why I'm ordering it. I can just tell Dan. Actually, let me put it in the group chat. Can I have two 30 packs? Can I have actually one 30 pack of peach and one 30 pack of strawberry. Focus fuel, send it to me.
Are you going to use your drug kingpin money to fund a streaming platform that doesn't suck?
Listen, I'm not going to, you know, whenever, you know, I haven't seen any money yet. I've been very transparent about that. I haven't seen any money yet. It's you invest up front, and then whenever, you know, down the line, you know, if we get to be able to sell and stuff, like, that's when we'll make money. But no, it will not be enough to make another platform. I've talked about this. Yeah. Yeah, founder priority. No, I mean, it is a difference. You do have a difference in investment when you're founding or advisory board. Yeah, that's just how business works. But no, the stuff for if we were to do a competitive streaming platform the way that I want to do, and I think it could be even better, I think we could cut out even YouTube. I've been thinking on it more the last 2 months. I think we could cut out YouTube even, not just Twitch. But that means that's expensive. I think I could execute it. It'd be so expensive. I would need someone to back it. And you know, there's only one backer I'd really want to do it. The cost, it would literally be tens of millions probably. So it's like realistically to fully execute it. But I wouldn't want, yeah, I would. Yeah, I got a couple $100 million laying around. If I had that money, I would do it. I would do it. But no, I've talked about it. I would want to work with like a company like Valve. I know that sounds really stupid and Valve's done gaming, but like I really like and respect Valve's work ethic. And no matter what shit hits the fan, I know that they would be able to back and be consumer first, and I wouldn't have to worry about any other tycoons. But I know that they're probably not interested in that. I would have to get my foot in the door with a contact at Valve. And for someone that doesn't have, I don't have a demo. I don't have a demo for them. I only have ideas. So that's an even harder sell to do. Yeah. Have I emailed Gabe? No, I have not emailed Gabe. I could see Valve expanding in that direction with the right incentive. Yeah, I have some really good ideas that, yeah, anyways, I would love to do that. But yeah, that would mean like, yeah, I don't have a demo. Unfortunately. Doesn't Steam already have a streaming platform? They have the streaming in Steam for like developers and stuff, but it's like shows you live gameplay of the game just as examples. But I think even then, for them to be on that game on Steam, it has to have the developer permission. Yeah, but it is built into Steam somewhat. Are you telling me you don't have direct contact with game? I know, that's so shocking. But yeah, someone hacked my Steam account and Valve got them life in prison. Dude, I love all the memes of that shit. Cruz, just a suggestion for people that would like to do reactions to your channel on YouTube, like a thing of funny moments, so people could do this on like Try Not to Laugh Cruz editions. I just think it would be cool to suggest. If you guys want to do that, you are more than welcome to. I've talked about it before. I don't mind if you guys post clips or make your own videos of my content and post them on TikTok or YouTube or fucking Instagram. I don't care. You guys have full permission to do that. My only thing that I ask is that if you're gonna, you know, post clips of me or whatever, please just don't post things out of context. I hate when that shit happens. It's a pet peeve. End of the day, you're your own person, but I would just appreciate that. Two, don't just upload raw fucking videos of my stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about, like for example, downloading my Twitch VOD and then re-uploading it on YouTube is like, bro, that's nothing. Make it, if you're gonna upload my shit, make it transformative. Have fun with editing it. Give me a laugh. I'll give you an example. I have Will's run my Kruzadar Clips account. Like he's killing it. He has fun with the edits and shit like that. But yeah, you guys are more than if you guys want to make a Cruz reaction compilation or create a funny moments compilation of my shit, you are more than welcome to do that. I have no problem with that. Unhinged Cruz with no context. That would be funny. If you want to fucking make that or somebody else wants to make that, I'll watch it on stream, dude. I'll watch it on stream. You guys have more. I don't care. I've talked about it before. If you want to do that, as long as you guys credit me, I don't care if you guys even make money off of that. Like, I really don't. Like, if you want to become a fucking clipper and make money off it and fucking posting shit to goddamn TikTok, as long as you're being transformative with it and you are crediting me, I don't give a shit. I can go for Breaking Bad edits with Cruz content. Hold on, what do you mean by that, dude? I just got done entering in the giveaway. I can't wait to try the gummies after they hit the shelves. Yeah, thank you, Cyber. It's super exciting. Let us know your thoughts when you try them, dude. Would Focus Fuel have a multitude of flavors? Oh, we have so many flavors right now. Yeah, you want to see how many flavors we got? You know, see how many flavors we got up in this shit? So I really recommend, if you haven't tried Focus Fuel before, you should get a sampler pack. So our original sampler pack has blue raspberry lemonade, watermelon, and fruit punch. And then our other one has peach, green apple, and strawberry lemonade. Oh, it is looking like, okay, so the original sample pack is currently sold out, but we do have some of the peach, green apple, and strawberry lemonade. But you can get 3 packs, you can get 6 packs, you can get a 9 pack, and it shows you how many servings. Or what you can do is you can get the full size, which is the 30 pack of gummies. But if you haven't tried any Focus Fuel before, I really recommend getting the sampler packs. Then you can figure out what flavor you like. And it's just a little bit cheaper. And the things about the samplers that are nice is if you travel a lot, it's nice to have a little sampler like in your purse. Yeah, you can also use code Kruzadar at checkout and you'll get like, what, 10% off or something? Yeah. The holiday flavors should have been full time. Dude, the holiday flavors were so fucking good, DC. They were so good. I know, I really want some of those to come back. Yeah. But yeah, here's our little breakdown. Look at that. 1 gummy is about that of a can of soda, 2 for about a cup of coffee, and 3 for that of an energy drink. Yeah, each gummy has 50 milligrams of caffeine. It's very nice. Good night, Architect. Thanks for hanging, dude. But yeah, there's a lot of different flavors you can get. So you got your options.
Hey Cruz, I just finished a new game a few days ago and it was a really sad ending and have been crying pretty heavily since, and just wanted to show my love and appreciation as you're one of the only people in the last few days to make me laugh and smile, so thank you Cruz, I really needed that.
God, I was able to help, dude. Thank you so much for the freaking biddies. I appreciate that. What game was it that you played? Dude, some games are really just, ugh. They get you in the gut, dude. What code do we put for Focus Fuel discount? Kruzadar. All right, chat. Emmy, thank you for the 100 bits. Quick question. I apologize if you have answered this already, but is Focus Fuel now in stores? Are they only in the US stores, specifically Costco, or are they going to be in international stores? Okay, so, oh my God, do you guys have Costco outside of the US? Yes. Canada also has Costco. Why did I think Costco was a US thing? Currently on shelves. Sorry, I'm asking Dan for clarification. I don't think we're international, if I'm remembering correctly, but I'm double checking just in case right now for you guys. No, right now we're on shelves in business. Okay, yes. Okay, so Dan just said yes, US only for now for all the shelves that we'll be hitting. So yeah. It's a lot harder to hit international. So hopefully at some point we can hit international with Costco and things like that. But we are currently on shelves in Sam's Club. We might, so it just depends on stock. We are currently in the US on business Costco shelves. We might be out of stock though at your business Costco. So it really depends. You'll have to check online. We are not in regular Costco. We will be on main Costco shelves in 2027. 7-Eleven is going to be later this year around August, September time, most likely. And then we are, what I say earlier, Kroger and, oh God, what did I say? Kroger and Sprouts is working on being finalized right now. And then we'll be in Target in the last week of July. There you go. That's the shelf. But yeah, unfortunately not international, just in the US. International will be a lot more lab work. Yeah. And before that happens, yeah. I understand though. Canada's health department is strict as fuck. I would be really surprised if we didn't. I mean, we're very like I mean, you guys have seen our ingredients list. It's very minimal. So I would be kind of surprised if I don't really think we would have any issues with passing that, because we already are in, we have warehouses. We should have warehouse. I don't think I should disclose where they're at. We have warehouses in other countries that we are in. But I know there's still sometimes when we run out of stock there, then like shipping and shit like that. International, yeah, a lot more, but yeah. Yeah, hopefully that answers your question though. I know it's a little long-winded. I'm behind, but we have Dutch Bros in Indiana. Indy? Yeah. Yo, Galactic Mickey with the 250 biddies, thank you! I didn't want to say in case of spoilers. Oh, okay, but it's a new game, like it came out not too long ago. Gotcha. Okay. I see. I have a hunch of what it could potentially be. That's funny. Focus fuel drinks. So we probably won't go into the drink market, to be entirely transparent. It's just so overly saturated. The drink market's really saturated. It is also significantly harder to stock drinks than a food product. Drinks can get damaged way easier in transfer. Regulations are also a lot different, and getting flavor and making it healthy. I've talked about this before. If you want a good drink that gives you caffeine, that's actually healthy and stuff, the best fucking thing you can get is those V8 energy drinks. I will back those motherfuckers till the day I die. Get you some V8 energy drinks. Get you some of those. Maybe one day it'll happen. We'll do some stuff with Focus Fuel, but I cannot back enough V8's energy drinks. They're so good. Focus Fuel milk? Brother. Oh my God. I didn't want to open it because I wasn't trying to dox myself, Ash. Can I open this image on stream? I didn't want it to put my... Yes. Yeah, chat, you want to see the Sam's Club website? What it looks like if you didn't click on the link earlier. Look at that box. Look at that box. Variety pack. Focus Fuel eye drops. Out of the 3-packs for Sam's, which one's my favorite? Watermelon, raspberry, or strawberry? I like all three. And I'm a stickler. It pisses me off, okay? This is where I get pissed off with Focus Fuel. I don't know how they fucking did it. I know how they did it. It's because they didn't use disgusting fucking flavors. There's no artificial flavors or preservative. Focus Fuel's the only fucking product that has watermelon that I actually like. I normally hate watermelon flavored things. Normally they taste like shit. I even hated watermelon for the longest time because I didn't know I wasn't getting a good ripe watermelon. My husband taught me that. And so, anyways, the watermelon is fucking refreshing and very delicious. Yeah. The only one I am not personally a fan of is, surprisingly, the fruit punch. To me, it tastes like it has a hint of cough syrup flavor in it, and I think it's the cherry. Nobody else feels that way that I've talked to that fucking has this fruit punch. To me, for some reason, it tastes like that. I think my taste buds are fucked up with the cherry. So I don't really like cherry flavored anything because of that. So I don't think it's just, yeah, I don't think it's just that. Yeah, cherry tends to do that. Yeah, I don't like cherry really flavored anything. So I think the fruit punch, yeah. The fruit punch is a sleeper flavor. It's so good. Yeah, see, everybody fucking loves the fruit punch. I think my taste buds are just weird in that regard. But the watermelon's really good. I like the strawberry. Like if I had to do a tier list of them though, even though I like all three, the strawberry lemonade I like the most out of those three because it's very sour. But the blueberry lemonade is also very good. And then the watermelon. The watermelon's really refreshing. The watermelon and the peach are both very refreshing. Yeah. What necklaces am I rocking today? This is Frenzy from Vitali. This one's a custom necklace that Jen Wong made for me. And then my family necklace. That's my stack today. Focus Fuel Ivy. Hey everyone, hope everyone's doing well. Hi Gimbal for hockey fans. The Colorado Avalanche won their 4th game against the LA Kings, moving up to round 2. Ooh. Excuse me. Speaking of sports, dude, my husband and I have been talking about it because we've been kind of keeping an eye on the Cardinals a little bit. If you don't know, makes no sense. I'm in Upper Illinois, and I'm just how I've been raised and stuff is Vikings fan, St. Louis Cardinals fan, and fucking we like the Blues too. don't make any sense. And so anyways, just family and shit. St. Louis Cardinals, yeah. And so we went to a game last year with my cousin because I have family that's down there. I have an aunt that's kind of in the area, and then I have my cousin lives down there that we visit pretty frequently. And so anyways, we go to Cardinals games every now and then when we go down there to see them. And we were just talking about shit. We went to a game last year and it was dead. Nobody was at that fucking stadium, dude. We're like, oh God, it's gonna be rough. Well, we've been kind of keeping an eye on them. And my husband was watching their game the other night. He was watching the game on, they had a game on, what was it, Friday? Yeah, Friday. He was watching on TV and shit. And he was telling me, he's like, dude, you gotta watch them again. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah, they're got their shit together. He's like, their oldest player is 26. He's like, 100%. They are just young and like they just are working on their confidence and stuff. He goes, you can tell they're a very young team. They are very young. He goes, they've got the fucking talent. They just need the exposure and the experience. And he goes, they're going to be the best in the league, I think, in a couple years. I was like, really? He's like, yeah, you need to give them a watch again. And I was like, okay, I am going to get back into watching them, dude. All right. I don't know how Chilled survived the Mets losing streak. Yeah. So, yeah, I stopped watching because I just got annoyed with things. And, you know, oh my God, I went to go see my cousin last year, or no, I guess it was 2 or 3 years ago at this point? We got to watch one of the games before Yachty and Pujols retired. Like, Pujols came back to the Cardinals to retire with Yachty and shit. It was electric. It was fucking electric, dude. Oh my God. Yeah, dude, the Cardinals have one of the best stadiums. It's really nice. The amount of walk-off wins they've had this year is pretty crazy. Pujols. I know his last name sounds funny. Pujols. Yes, I know. Yeah, he's a really good player. Specifically, we'd hit a lot of home runs and shit. Yeah, the Mets are so bad this year. I was little and remember that game. I'm at that age now where seeing my teams draft and play players younger than me. I know, isn't it like weird to think about? I'm like, all their players are younger than me. Like, it's fucking whack. Is baseball my favorite sport outside of softball? Okay, so here's my tier list. Here's my issue. Here's my issue, okay? Here's my issue with baseball. Once you get past high school and college, it's very similar with basketball. It just gets turned into an ego-ridden fucking game, and they are lazy and just don't actually, there's not actually anything really competitive going on outside of they're just there to exist and make a quick buck. They don't feel like they're in the game most of the time, like, and that's why I liked the like Cardinals back in the day too with family and stuff, is like I didn't feel like they were always like that. But like a lot of baseball, I struggle to watch. One, because I played softball. It's a way faster game. Softball, I can't stress enough. If you get a chance to watch the Softball College World Series, you should do it. It is so fucking entertaining. It's so fast. It's high energy. They are beating the shit out of one another. It's so fucking fun. Anyways. And so, yeah, Women's World Series, it's so good. I would love, honestly, I don't know if I can get permission for it. I would love to stream the Women's College Softball World Series. I would love to restream it. I fucking love softball. I would love to stream that shit. I want to go at some point to one of those games, but if anybody's watching that from over there, somebody can clip it for me. I can send it to my managers. I would love to restream it though. I think it's so good. Anyways, so for me, baseball doesn't beat softball. I just feel like a lot of the time the work ethic, it turns into ego bullshit and it drives me fucking nuts. And I feel like the players are slow and don't actually like care about the game a lot of the time. So when I watch baseball, I get a little annoyed, especially when it comes to them walking onto the field, taking 10 years to walk on the field because, we have to run 500 ads in a baseball game. It also, something that's pissing me off with baseball a lot lately too, is the lack of repercussions from the umpires. This is an umpire issue with baseball, is they're not giving enough repercussions for players that are starting shit in the game. Fucking stuttering little shit I am. I'll give you an example. I can't think of his name, but he plays for the Dodgers, and they let pitchers try to like beat the shit out of the batters for no fucking reason. I can't think of his name. I'm sure you guys know who he is. But he's a pitcher for, I think he's still there. The Dodgers though. and he's like, I don't know if he's got like a Otani. Yes, I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there, but the fact that they're not throwing pitchers out of the game for doing the shit that they do to Otani, it pisses me off. That's some bullshit. If you did that regularly in softball, your ass would be thrown out of the game. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. It pisses me off seeing that the umpires ain't doing shit. They're like, don't do it, Mr. Pitcher. All it takes is one good hit. I mean, it's also, in a way, the other thing that pisses me off with it too is it's attempted murder at a certain point, especially through throwing it at the fucking head. Especially when they start throwing at the head like they keep trying to do. Baseball helmets do not have enough to them. All it takes is him accidentally turning his head the wrong way while trying to keep a look at the ball, and it'll hit him in the face, and he could be dead. It pisses me off. Oh, it pisses me off. Drives me nuts. The MLB needs to get their shit together on that. It has been going on for way too fucking long, and it's inexcusable. Pitchers do get away with too much shit. I understand a genuine bad throw, but it is very clear most of the fucking teams in the league are targeting him. It's inexcusable. It drives me nuts. Anyways, that's been pissing me off lately about baseball. The other thing that pisses me off about baseball is every goddamn batter trying to pull a home run. I understand home runs is like big ego boosting. You don't need a fucking home run hit every time. Can we stop pulling for a fucking home run every time we're at bat? Yes, go for the fucking doubles. What the fuck are we doing? Do you know how boring it is to see every batter go up to the plate and they're like, oh, we're knocking everything to the foul ball line for 10 fucking years into out ball and not fucking moving people around the bases. Fuck. Just be a good hitter. Not everybody is meant to, we're supposed to hit a home run. Just hit some, literally, RBIs. RBIs get your boys around the base. Pop fly, it is Pop Fly Simulator. Oh, it kills me. Anyways, so I know we've gone on a big, long tangent here about baseball, but all that shit drives me nuts, man. It drives me nuts. You know what? The MLB should let me cast a game on my channel. I would, give me a beer, give me permission to fucking rant on baseball, watching some baseball games, dude. I'd do it. It's not gonna be pretty, though. I'm gonna be annoying as fuck. I'm not kidding. When I have to go watch baseball games, alternate audio feed. When I go watch baseball games, I have to drink. Because I get pissed. Chad, if you don't know, I played softball and I was pretty dang good. I was gonna consider playing in college. I unfortunately I got burnt out from all the drama and bullshit. And the other thing of reality is that I ain't got good knees to continue to play sports for that long. I got dealt a shit genetic hand on my knees. And so, anyways, I was really into softball, and there was this one time Taylor and I at the bar, and I was ranting. I was getting really annoyed. Fucking Cardinals game was on the TV, and I'm like, and he's like, "Are you good?" I'm like, he's gonna hit it to fucking left field, near the foul line, and it's gonna be a pop fucking fly, and they're gonna hit it. He looks at me, he's like, I don't want to talk about it. And he's like, okay. He's like, and then the next guy goes up to bat, and I go, fucking God. I'm drinking my fucking alcoholic beverage. I'm like chugging this fucker. And he's just like, okay, now what? I said, this motherfucker's trying to pull for a home run too. These fucking baseball players piss me off. He's like, what do you mean? I said, the way he's swinging, he's gonna fucking do a pop fly to right center. Dude misses, pop to fucking right center. He's looking at me. And I'm just like, he's like, you know your shit. I was like, yeah, it pisses me the fuck off. He's like, you weren't kidding. I was like, yeah, I know you haven't seen footage and shit of me playing softball. I was like, Listen, I didn't get good enough confidence and shit until I got older and whatnot, but like, fuck did I love to bat. And I was one of those motherfuckers when I went to bat. So they teach you a lot of pitchers and stuff, that most batters won't swing on the first pitch. My dad told me that, okay? And it was some of the most useful fucking information I was ever given for playing softball. I would hit the first pitch. Because they're most likely to throw a goddamn fastball that first time. And so, yeah, they're way more likely. And so a lot of pitchers would they get comfortable with that. And, oh, you never do? Good. You shouldn't. People pick up on that. And so my dad always told me, pay attention to that shit. And so just be ready when you're like, get your timing down when you're warming up. I'm like, all right, yeah. I was never afraid to rip it on the first one. It'd be so good. So good. Anyway, so I just went through a lot of batting training and stuff. And so I can just tell when a batter is only pulling for a home run and it pisses me off. And so when I watch games, I'm like, anyways, but yeah, no, it's one of those things. I would love to. You'll see me rant. You'll see Rage Zader come out, Yeah, I almost hit a home run one time. I never hit a home run though. It's just with my build, the reality of that happening is it's just not realistic. Yeah. But I hit some fucking hard line drives. I hit some hard fucking line drives. Your mom played softball all the way until she graduated high school, and she hasn't found a game that gave her the same. Dude, yeah, and she finally found pickleball. Oh, that's awesome, and she's been really enjoying it. I could see it with how like hard you have to move on agility with pickleball. I could see it, dude. They even found her strike zone. Oh, okay, we don't need the short jokes right now, DC. Abraxas in the 64 months. Thank you, dude. Apply. You did miss it. If you want to rewind back, you're more than welcome to. Long story short is Focus Fuel's hitting shelves, and we're currently in Sam's Club. In the pin tweet, you can enter into a giveaway to potentially get we're giving away 10 one-year-long memberships. So if you want to enter into that, it is pinned at the top of chats. No adult softball leagues going on anywhere you live. Well, they have adult softball leagues, but they're like beer league. Yeah. The Optic Boys, they invited me out to a softball tournament they were going to do over a year ago, but they just were a little bit too slow on getting me information for it. And so unfortunately, I just wasn't like comfortable going out with that, with the last minute call and not having enough information to be able to book my hotel and stuff in time. But I was down. I was so down to do that. And I would be so down to do it again. I would love to do it. If they ever fucking schedule something like that, I'm so down to play some softball, dude. I would love, honestly, enough of a heads up that I could start like training again. Like I'd be so down for that. Oh, dude, Ethan, what's up? Oh, chat. By the way, oh my God, because we've gotten sidetracked. We hit our 10-hour goal to do a Baldur's Gate 3 stream, and finish out the Dirge run. Now. The only predicament we have is while my area isn't supposed to get hit too hard tomorrow from the storms, I know how storms go, and there is a chance that shit decides to move on up. It's not high, but like I don't want to risk it tomorrow. So I'm thinking we're going to do the 10-hour stream on Tuesday is currently my goal. Actually, I have a sponsored stream. So no, we can't do Tuesday. I have a sponsored stream on Tuesday. So Wednesday, we will do the 10-hour stream on Wednesday. I shouldn't have anything Wednesday. Sorry. I forgot about the sponsored stream Tuesday. We're doing a Diablo stream on Tuesday, and we have giveaway codes for their new expansion. Yeah. Ooh, dude, hockey is one of the best sports to watch live. Oh my God. If y'all ever get the chance to go to a hockey game, you should go to a hockey game. Hockey's the best sport to watch live, in my opinion. Fuck, do I love watching some hockey. I love hockey games. Oh my God. Oh, they're so good. The Blues stadium is also just so fucking nice. Yeah, I love hockey games, dude. Hockey's so good. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to go to a hockey game, go to a hockey game. Yeah, for me, watching things live is like hockey. If we're talking about professional, like, level sports, hockey, hockey and football, and hockey, NFL, and then MLB. I haven't been to any basketball games. I fear I would be annoying at those two, like MLB games though, because I also played basketball at a point in time. And so like, you know, fouling and shit. You know, I've been to a couple of Illini games, and dude, those were entertaining. But I don't know. I would be down to go to an NBA game. I've never watched the NBA, so I don't know if I'd really care that much. Honestly, I should play for the card. I play for the cards. I'm a 28-year-old woman. I don't see that going too well. I just career paths change. Have I been to the St. Louis City soccer game? No, my cousin goes to them though. Go to the NBA playoff games only though. They've been taking your dad to a minor league hockey game every year for his birthday. I'd like to take him to an NHL game, but Leafs tickets are, dude, yeah, Canada especially, those, dude, y'all's hot. Rec was telling me about that those fucking tickets are nuts. TwitchCon is in 2026 is the same weekend as NASCAR in San Diego, California. Ooh, that ain't good. That's not good. They had F1 go on at the same time when they were in Vegas, and it was really bad. Like in terms of traffic and getting around anywhere. I'm 24 and I have arthritis in my knees. Yeah, I love that I got news about a storm tomorrow from you. Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to hit the Midwest like pretty fucking hard. Yeah. I had to give my husband a heads up because I was like, hey, if you want to do any yard work, you can't do it tomorrow or Tuesday. Yeah. Time to hunker down tomorrow. Yeah, I would do the 10-hour stream tomorrow. I just don't know how my internet would fare. Oh my God, speaking of internet, because of storms and stuff. Speaking of internet, chat, the tech came out today. And more or less, they said that they don't technically see interference on the line, but we are not getting the upload speeds that we're supposed to get. They checked our direct lines and they seem okay. However, our node is only getting half up what it's supposed to be getting, and they think it's being bogged down for some reason. They don't know why. So knock on wood, hopefully they replaced my modem. So maybe the modem was the reason my internet was going out. I have not seen our internet go out, which is surprising. I'm probably going to jinx it and it's going to die. It's fixed, hopefully, for now. Tested by upping the... Oh my God, did I not up... God damn it, I bet you were yelling at me about it too, and my dumbass didn't see it. That's funny. Yeah, we're only getting only 500 gigs up. We're supposed to have a full gig up, and we're not getting it. God damn it. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. My bit rate was low. What was I saying, though? I get like 5. But yeah, we're supposed to get a full gig up, and we're only getting 500 megabytes. I said 500 gigs, didn't I? 500 megabytes. So that tech has to come out and fix that and look at our node. But you know, at least we're having a tech come out and fix that. Gimbo with 100 biddies, dude. If I could get you and T to a hockey game at Ball Arena, it used to be called Pepsi Center, you would. Dude, they're fun. Hockey games are so fucking fun. The storms are supposed to hit the east around Tuesday night into Wednesday. Wasn't there something about banning routers or modems? If you think about it, might have to play in it. So if you think that might have a play in it, no. So the US is wanting to put a ban. I don't know if it's gone through. I think it goes through in a couple years. I don't think it, totally correct me if I'm wrong on that. But yeah, they're trying to put a ban on any routers and modems that are created outside of the US. Newsflash, that's all of them, if you guys don't know. So we'll see what the fuck happens with that. If you need to buy a router or you need to buy a backup router, I would recommend doing it now before that goes into effect. Check when that goes into effect. But yeah, it's fucking stupid. Yeah, it's fucking stupid, dude. Hey, Emote, thank you for the 100 bits. Aw, thanks, man. Dude, they've been killing it. The team's been killing it at Focus Steel, man. Gimbal, thank you again for the 100 bits. Chris with the 36 months. How you doing? Truth with the 44 months. Abraxas with the 64. Emote, thank you again for the 15 months. Zachary with the 53. Soft Dog with the 74. Thank you, guys. You have a full gig and up, down. Yeah, we have full fiber. Well, we're supposed to. We normally, before our internet issues a couple of weeks ago, you know. The ban affects new modems now. I think it's just you purchasing them going forward. The ban started apparently back in March. Well, what the fuck? I was watching a computer tech video about that router thing in the US. What will happen when that happens with the routers remote? I have no idea. You'd have to ask our dumb fucking government. Speaking of TwitchCon, have they improved things since last con? So there's been no convention for them to prove themselves since the last one. Yeah, there's been no way for them to prove since the last one. So it's whoever goes this year is going to be guinea pigs. Bro, this work that Spaniel did for Tay looks so good. You guys want to see it? He made this of her little VTuber model she uses sometimes. With her character. Look how good that is. He's just been working on it on the side for fun. She's got Steve, or I think Steven's his name, right? Look! Steven and Steven. Look, it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, the lighting. Spaniel's so talented, man. I fucking love his work. Little Hank in the back, too. Yeah, man. The little Hank pillow and shit. It's so good, man. I love it. I love it. Yum, 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 yum. All the portaling and stuff. I know, I love Tay's art streams, too. They're so relaxing. I love throwing it up on the side. Hi, Thug. How you doing, dude? A seance on stream. I ain't doing any of that. Don't mean to repeat it, but if you got guys blast off with focus, am I quitting YouTube and streaming? Okay, so currently I have no plans to... Okay, we can have real talk for a sec. I've talked about I would always stream until I am either burnt on it or I'm old and fucking gray and figure things out from there. I have no desire to, or current plans to stop streaming, even if stuff with Focus Fuel goes really well. However, what I am going to be transparent about is I am starting to feel very depressed over the state of this industry. I'm tired of seeing, you know, only bad people be platformed and promoted on social medias. I'm tired of that. Popular female streamers, respectfully, most of them do gooner bait. That's really exhausting. Even seeing women blow up, it's just nowhere near to the rate of guys. It's just like the reality is that women don't. It's just, women don't get to grow to the size of the guys, and it's not any platform's issue or problem, and it's not my problem, and it's not your problem. It is just the reality of things is that women are not looked at or respected the same in a lot of people's eyes, especially in the gaming industry, which is a little over half men, right? So that's always been something that's been like, you know, it's been part of the reason I've continued going over the years is like, you know, especially like, you know, just, I'm not, again, if you want to do pornographic content, it's to each their own, but I don't like that most of the women in this industry, well, a good chunk of them, not all, do that. And it gets exhausting that's what you have to do to succeed in this industry. And I'm just I'm starting to get pretty over it. I shouldn't care. It's stupid to care. There's absolutely zero reason I should fucking care. And I know there's absolutely zero reason I should care, but it does take a mental toll on myself. And it's not anything that I think I'm a lack of success or anything, but it is exhausting. And so, you know, I hope that doesn't have me stopping anytime in the future, but there might come a time, like if I'm gonna stop, that might be what does it, is that I might just be like, you know, I'm really tired and over this shit and the direction the industry's going. I might retire. I don't currently have any plans to do that. But I will say that more and more takes a toll every year. Where I'm just like, yeah, it's just like, no, nothing's changed. Like you have to keep in mind, I've been doing this for a decade and I do it because I love it. And I do it because, you know, there needs to be good examples in the industry and shit too. But it does every year hit a little harder that the industry hasn't changed. So that's where I'm at with things. I'll keep doing it as long as I love it. I will keep doing it as long as I'm having fun with it. That's the reason I'm still doing it. That's why I haven't stopped, you know, all that good shit. But you know, it does take its toll every year a little bit more. So if it comes to that where I just can't, I'm just tired and over it, that it might happen, but I don't know. I don't know when that day is gonna finally come. Well, you know, I'm gonna keep doing my thing. I'm gonna keep uploading. I'm gonna keep having fun, you know, for as long as I want to do it. So, I also don't see myself ever 100% quitting, even if I were to take like a step back on things, you know, so we'll see what happens. I saw something that allowed and approved and encouraged recently and think it's weird. Something on Twitch's end. What do you mean? Pretty sure we'd all support you if until you're 80. Hey, I listen. Somebody's got to do it as they get older and old and wrinkly, you know. But yeah, that's where I'm at with things. I don't have any current plans to retire, so don't let the haters and cheapies defeat you. No, again, like I said, it's not a you guys problem. It's just a reality thing, right? I do have a stinky emote. I do. I think it's just Kruz Stinky. Yeah, Kruz Stinky. Yeah, we have a stinky emote. We have a poopy. We had your sub badge, the OG sub badge. Kenny, Vitali Designs has a lot of good stuff. Yeah, you gotta get your 500 sub month streak. Yeah, we need a Fred typing. I'm trying to think if we have a typing. We have the bongo emote, which kind of looks like typing. I could get a hacker emote where he's typing done. Oh, we should go over that. So I need to give Spaniel a new list. I need to give Spaniel a new emote list. I know we wanted to get...
Oh.
I know we wanted to get a new sabers. We wanted to get new sabers. What else did you guys want? Spaniel. Sorry, I said Spaniel. Santi. They all start with a fucking S. We need a Fred kicking emote. What do you mean when you say Fred kicking? We have Kruz Colt, which is kind of an assassin type emote. We also have Kruz Stabby, which is Fred with swords stabbing. Fred kicking the streamer. Fred kicking streamer. Are you talking about like kind of like Chilled's baby kicking emote? I had some ideas, but I'm blanking on them right now. Licking. Okay, you want Fred licking. Screen. Or screen or sideways? My dog is barking back to your dogs. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we got Nurge. Ooh, cough, but more iPad, like the elevator one. Okay. I could potentially do it. I put liking screen. Either. I could zoom in on it. I think the reason I didn't upload it as an emote was because it looked really bad zoomed in. Like not like it wasn't big enough to be able to tell. So I'll do Fred coughing. Okay. Hi, Immortal! What's up, dude? More thick emotes? Ooh. Can we do a Fred twerking? I don't think I'd be able to upload it without it being better Twitch TV. Do we have a Fred laughing? We have Kruz Keck W. Yeah, that one's kind of old and like not as saturated for the bus-in. A Fred holding up a sign that says, "I love moms." Ooh, okay. Fred holding up sign. I heart moms. Okay. Could update it. The bussin', yeah. Do you guys want the bussin' emote updated? And use that for the twerking emote? We do have Kruz yell for fire. The fire breathing. It's not animated though. I don't think we have any room to do an animated emote for that. Let me open up, hold on, let me open up my emote stuff. Most of these would probably end up being better Twitch TV unless we retired some of them. We would have to get, where are we at? We would have to get 8,000 subscribers to unlock. Oh, this is such a bullshit milestone. We'd have to unlock 8,000 subscriber points to get one animated emote slot. Yeah, 7 TV. Yeah, I don't care if you guys get emotes whether you're unsubbed or subbed. Yeah, it just, yeah, we can put them in 7 TV. Ooh, I want to do like a, I want to update. I love Blush Cat. Have you guys seen Blush Cat? I don't have it in here, so I can't show you guys. I'll put it in the live channel in Discord if you want to see it. Actually, wait, no, I can just show you it from typing it. This is Blush Cat. Oh, fuck. This is Blush Cat. This little cutie patootie right here. It's big outside of this community. It just defaults to that one. But I love Blush Cat. I would love to get like a Blush Cat of Fred. Fred Blush Cat. That would be cute. Yeah. Joe, thank you for the 37 months. I'm gonna found this community. You are the best. Never stop being. Oh wait, wrong shit. I was like, ew, he's being nice to me. Okay, thanks for the 7-month resub. How are you? Angry Dolphins with the 35 months. Thank you so much. And Poi, thank you again for the biddies and Gimbal with the biddies. Edgar, you think, ooh, Edgar Blush Cat? Okay. We could do that. My only concern, I could ask him to do both. I'll ask him to do both because you're not wrong in the sense of the pink will stick out more and be way more noticeable on a black cat than on Fred. So honestly, I'm not opposed. That might be a better idea. I'll have him do both variants and we can vote. Hear me out, a night emote. Do you want like a white knight or just a knight? Fred dressed as a knight? I don't think you're gonna really see it's Fred. You don't want it at all. I don't want a knight emote either. But we could make it a better Twitch TV or 7 TV emote. A Marty emote? I feel like I like Marty. We could do a Marty emote. She's never on stream really because like her active hours. I mean, I could force her to come out, but like, I don't like forcing her. Fred with a massive big balonga dongas. Maybe I'll do, maybe her tongue. Do you want her tongue, like, moving out? Or do you just want her being cute? Do you just want a cute Marty emote? Cute? Okay. I know, right, Wills?
Smells like a resub.
I'll put night emote, giga-chatified, question mark. A Fred holding Marty emote, there you go. I will just do Marty. Edgar Knight, the sticking out the tongue at you. We already have a donut while we're good. Oh, a Kruz rant. How would we do that? How would we do a Kruz rant? Because I feel like Yap is kind of like that. A Kruz focus when we lose the plot. We should have like a... Maybe a key jingle. Oh, maybe a jingle keys or a snapping. Okay. I don't know how we would do... I think a Kruz yap. Kruz rant. angrier Cruz yap. Can we have a choke Fossa emote? Like... Focus would be good. Oh, that's a good little Jingle Keys emote. I kind of want a more aggressive one if I can have it. Taz with his blue binky. I think that might be hard to fit into an emote. A goose honk or a chair sliding emote. Okay. Cruise bell, but with keys. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Do you guys like that, chat? We could try it. It might look a little congested. I don't know if you'll be able to tell it's keys, but I can have Spaniel try it. Variant. Plus variant. Okay, I'll have him do variants. Do we have a Fred Gambit emote? We do have a Gambit emote. Yeah. The snap is like, hey, lock in. Maybe Fred tosses the keys. Taz with a Fred hoodie. Fred hitting the ceiling with a broom. What about a focus fuel emote? We could do a focus fuel emote. I could make a focus fuel emote myself. Oh, what if we had, do you guys just want the lightning or do you want Fred nomming focus fuel? Because I could make either of those myself, most likely. Nomming the focus fuel? Okay. Fred nomming focus fuel. Okay. How about a second sock emote so I can have a... You want a crusty sock emote? A random thought, but what about Edgar doing the butt wiggles? Oh, like the bussin' or the bussin' type. Full Cookie Monster. This is fine. We do have Cruise Chaos, which is like that. Yeah. That's like the Rooms on Fire one. What about Fred playing cards for Gamba? I don't see people using that over the other Gamba emote, really. A run emote? Okay, I like that. Okay. Fred looking at the scream, animated. The coughing emote I don't think needs to be animated, right? I'm trying to put notes of what's animated. Fred Nami focus fuel, animated. Animated. You don't like the current flashbang emote we have? Cruise piss break emote maybe? We have our cruise, we have Peepo Poo Poo or whatever. Currently, it's just not a sub emote. See ya, Ocean. We need a new capture card emote for... Oh! Ooh, I could make that myself. I could make that myself. Capture card broken. Okay. Ooh, a med check emote. Okay. I could probably make that myself too. Yeah, like no, yeah, the Platy no gameplay one. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, we have that already. We have that already, Soul. We had that. We had that. It's that one. An internet emote for when it's having issues or goes down. Okay, like, cruise lag. Because there's a current lag emote. It's like Pepe lag or something. Yeah, feels lag, man. Cruise F, maybe. Stream dead. We did have a chair emote. We moved that to the tier 2 sub. We did move that to the tier 2 sub. I forget what it was for. It was to add a different emote in. Mm-hmm. And our husband emote that only when chat's obsessed with Taylor. You want scatter, but Fred. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, cruise chair got turned into cruise weight. Yeah. Before we got the new version. Yeah. I love that little guy. That little. I don't know what his name is technically from a meme standpoint. Do we want our own Let It Ride, or do you got? I kind of like the OG. But do you want me to get a Fred version of Let It Ride? Santi's really good about matching styles. Fred onesie would low-key be a hard merch. I want to do it. And I know the merch team is very on board with it. It's just going to take a while. Fred Let It Ride, definitely. You like the OG? You like the OG? We went over some announcement stuff. We're going over emote stuff right now, and then I will hop into some games. It's a good question on what the fuck I'm going to play, though. I might just run some Dead by Daylight games back tonight since I don't have plans. I like Crime Scene Cleaner a lot. It's just the maps tend to take like 3 hours sometimes. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world if I don't finish it. I just know it's going to annoy me a little bit not finishing it. We do kind of have time for one map. Yeah. And I could do it. I could try and get it done tonight. If you guys want Crime Scene Cleaner. The capture card in or out could be Fred chewing on the wires. Ooh. Ooh, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Okay. Chat thoughts. Do we like that? Fred eating wires and getting electrocuted. Fred eating wires and getting electrocuted. Okay. I like it. But the wires... Dude, he tried to bite. He wanted me to hold him yesterday during movie night, and he tried to bite it right here. I think he's got a little tooth indent on it. It's like the tiniest little fucking indent. Yeah, I was like, you shit! Stop that! Just fucking getting zesty. I trimmed his nails today, so he's not so bad. Speaking of Edgar, oh my god, I haven't thought about this. I got him a little cute collar from... I went to a farmer's market yesterday. Look at that. Isn't that so cute? I want to put it on him. I've been waiting for him to come over here. I figured the best time to do it would be when he walks over here at some point. Oh, I'm curious. He probably will hate it. He lets me do whatever to him, but the last time I put a collar on Edgar was 2 years ago, and I put a Christmas collar on him that had bells. That was really, really cute. It was like a little jester Christmassy collar, and he froze on the stairs and wouldn't move for like 20 minutes. I was like, oh, surely he'll He'll be fine after a certain point. It'll be whatever. And he just sat there on the stairs for like 20 minutes. I was like, I'll just leave him alone to do his thing. He didn't move. So I'm curious to see like what will happen. If he's gonna move with the collar on or not. But, you know, what was the last movie night? Well, we did Iron Giant last night. We watched Iron Giant. It was so good. I had one of those for your first dog. He loved it for some reason. Yeah. Thou hast forsaken me, mother. Still, Edgar froze. Yeah, it'd be pretty funny. Have I seen Warframe's Jade Shadows Constellation? I have not. I feel like you would like the art style and music. Thoughts on Warframe community night? I wouldn't be opposed to that. Homie became a statue. We do have a Fred with makeup on him. We have a Slay emote of Fred, but it's hard to see the makeup because he's red. I could adjust the emote myself and make it a little bit more obvious. I think that's probably what I would need to do. Give him like some green lipstick or something maybe instead. But I mean, it's a solid emote. Can we get like can we get Slage? Are you talking about the one where it has its hand? That one? I love that one. Or is it is Slage a different one? Goodbye, Unbidden. We do take suggestions for movie night. Yeah. Those were those were the top 3 in terms of popularity from like a couple movie nights ago. So, or when we did voting. So I went ahead and I put them, just defaulted us. I gave you guys a couple voting options between them last night, but like we did Atlantis, we did Iron Giant last night. The one before that was Atlantis. And then the one before that, we did Treasure Planet. The one before that, we watched... what did we watch before? We watched Wall-E. The one before that was... I think we did the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Yeah, we did the Lord of the Rings trilogy before that. Ooh, Hoodwinked. I need to get my husband to watch that. Warframe's new update is going to be fun. Chris will probably be super hyped about the Jade lore. Fred it Ride. Fred it Ride. Fred dressed as Taylor for our husband. I don't think that would execute into an emo very well. We have a Halloween one for your dog. We had to cut the bells off it because she didn't like them, which is ironic because she's deaf. Ooh, wait, interesting. Interesting. Frederick, no way I missed all those peak movies, bro. You did, bro. You got to turn your announcements on. I missed Atlantis and Kidda. Yeah, we posted in the announcements channel for voting for what day and then movie, generally. I've been doing them earlier in the night because I know doing them later in the day is kind of difficult. Kidda's the princess. Oh, gotcha. It works, but I was thinking of a different version. Okay. Should the Hobbit movies, because new Lord of the Rings is being made? Dude, the Hobbit movies are really good. Oh, Fern Gully is so good. And Road to El Dorado is good too. I have them on, but like I had been working on the days they were shown. Oh, I see. That's so unfortunate. Can we see the Warframe Community Day up? I'd be so down. I don't know when I'd be able to do it. So here's the thing with this week. So tomorrow, I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow yet. I just don't want to do the 10 hour. I would do the 10 hour tomorrow if I could. I'm just a little worried with the storms going through the Midwest that like they could come up and just fuck us up. Even though I'm not supposed to be in any of the danger zone. You know how storms are. They're fucking unpredictable. But we can do the 10 hour on Tuesday. Wednesday. Wait, no, I can't do the 10 hour on Tuesday. We talked about this. Tuesday, I have a sponsored stream with Diablo to do for the new expansion, and we have 5 giveaway codes for you guys. Wednesday, we're going to do the 10 hour stream most likely. So that's going to be for try and finish up Baldur's Gate 3 or at least make as much progress as we can to get close to it. Thursday, there's a couple games coming out. That Soros game comes out, and it's got really good reviews. And I'm kind of actually interested in it. So I might start a playthrough of that if I can get Baldur's Gate finished. Maybe we stream Baldur's Gate tomorrow. and try to chip away at that. I'm not fully decided yet. Did you see there's a collab? I did. Yeah. So they've done a collab with Attack on Titan before, but they did change some stuff. I have not watched Invincible. No. Yeah. But no, I would have to set some time aside because, I mean, there's a lot of IRL stuff going on. I don't think I've talked about it on stream. Maybe I have. Our sump pump is not outputting right. No, I have, because I talked about it in Discord, I think is what I did. Our sump pump, we had bushes that we're pretty certain the roots penetrated the piping for it. And so now our sump pump, it's not flooding in the basement or anything, but it's outputting water and having water sit near the front of our house. Thankfully, it's not near the foundation, but it's far enough. It is close enough that it's only a matter of time. So I contacted the plumber and he said he doesn't do it, that we would need to call a landscaping company to fix that. So I've got to deal with that now. And while they're out here, I'm going to have them look at some other things, because the company that put our French drain in, I don't think did it right. This is the same people that did the other shit with our house. And so the French drain for our garage that was put in, we can't get any of the leaves out because the slits are so big that leaves were easily able to get in. And so now we have water sitting in front of our fucking driveway again that the French drain was supposed to fix. So I need to have 2 of those things looked at. There's some other stuff I would like to have done to the yard. I'm going to get their bids on that, but like those 2 things are kind of my priority right now. So I'm going to be on and off phone calls. And then I talked about how my management team is, they're splitting up and doing all that stuff. So I've been on and off phone calls because I have to decide where to go and stuff. So there's just been a lot going on with all that. And some sponsor work and then off stream business work. But yeah, I have 0 luck when it comes to home stuff, bro. It's just, I'm hoping, my husband and I don't most likely plan to stay here for the rest of our lives. We'll see what happens. So, hopefully maybe we'll make some, I don't expect us to make a bunch of money off of selling the house, but hopefully, we can see a little bit of money back with the work we've put in on the house. That's why anytime we get stuff done, I have a binder. I have a binder that I put the work down in for things and like, yeah. When was the house built? It was built in the 80s. It was built in the 80s. So there are some really good things with the house because it was old, it's older. But there's also some things that are like that are wonky. Every time we've opened the walls up, there's been something wonky or whatever that's been done. Our cabinets are starting to look kind of rough from a paint standpoint. But they're also like not, whatchamacallit. They don't hang quite right anyways. So I might have to, I don't know if I want to fucking do that. Also, our ice machine's not working on the fridge. That's pissing me off. I fixed the issues with my washing machine, thankfully. Grown adult shit when you have a binder for house things. Yeah, that was one thing I was really grateful. When we bought the house, the real estate agent that worked with us, she created a home binder. I don't forget what she called it, but it was like it was just a home binder. And it has everything from all of the legal paperwork, everything we signed, all the information on the inspection from the house and all of that shit. So that we have records of all of that. And yeah, it's really nice. It's very, very grateful that she did that. So built in the 80s, older. I hate it here. I lived in a house that was built in 1856. Damn, dude. There was a house we were looking at before this one that was built in the 1800s. Dude. We would have really considered getting it, but the location was kind of in a weird spot, and the amount of work that would have had to go on into that house was going to be rough. The siding on that house was asbestos siding, which would have easily been $100,000 of housework to get redone. So yeah, old houses are pretty, but God, are they hard work. I just wish, like, the biggest thing is I wish more people with older homes updated their fucking wiring in their house. That's like one of the biggest issues that pisses me off. Like, people will go to sell their house and they don't read. I know it's a bitch to do, but like it does, like they're fire hazards a lot of the time. And also with new tech, with new tech and everything, it's a really hard sell. It is expensive, but like, bro, like we literally had, when we moved into this house, and we had our issues with the wiring and some things not getting caught during the inspection, but like we wouldn't have moved in here if the wiring had not been updated. Your neighbor's citing is asbestos. It's $40K to remove and dispose of properly, and it's a really small house. Yeah, it's expensive, dude. It's a civil, it was a Civil War hospital. Dang, dude. Old barn, wood is tough as fuck. This house been through like 5 tornadoes since I've lived here. I hate people who buy older houses and gut it and make, I agree, and they ruin it with modern work. I know. Dude, I talked about it, Peabody, when we moved into our house. I'll never show you guys pictures because I'm not trying to dox where I live. I would love to show you guys my house and give you a house tour because we have made it so fucking cute, but that's why I don't share a lot of pictures of things, and that's why I'm very careful about angles of pictures that I take in post. But our house, we've made it really cute, but our house was gray washed when we bought it. We have warm wood tones everywhere throughout the house. Like, what the fuck? I was thinking about maybe playing Dead by Daylight, but I don't have anything set, Rec. I keep getting sidetracked with chat. Alexa, play House Tour by Sabrina Carpenter. We still have a mudroom. Yeah, nothing wrong with a mudroom. I think a mudroom is nice. But no, I'm not saying people can't put gray into a house if they like it, but I strongly dislike, I'm with you on it, people buying a house and then doing things that are either permanent, or if they plan to stay at a house, it's like one thing. And I know life decisions fucking, like, what about the aisle? I'd be down to fucking try that out. I'd be down to try out the aisle. But like, I'll give you an example. The gray paint on the walls, I could at least change. They filled the brick on the fireplace in my living room with so much gray paint. They filled up the entire pores of the brick. I don't know if you guys have painted brick before, but that is beyond permanent. That is beyond permanent. If I wanted to fix my fireplace, I now would either have to tile on top of it, paint it a different color, or have it completely gutted out. It's heavy coats. It's heavy coats. So when we moved in, we just painted it white, because it at least matched the ceiling and the trim, and it made the room look taller than what it was before. But they painted the fucking fireplace to match the fucking gray walls, and it was the exact same color. So it, like, that drives me fucking nuts. Drives me nuts. I cannot sand it if I wanted to. I cannot. There's no chemical I can put on it that will fix that brick, because it is in its pores. And I just, when people paint brick, I'm like, can y'all just like, chat, if you ever want to do anything to your brick, please look into brick stain. Please look into brick stain before you consider painting. Most of the problems that people have, or the reasons they don't like their brick and it looks old to them, is because it's faded from sun damage, which can happen. And brick stain can literally, a fresh brick stain on your brick, yeah, it's cheaper than paint most of the time, but it also will look better, and it'll look hydrated, and it'll make your house look new. 2, it's also cheaper to just repaint your window borders and your shutters on your house and redo your gutters sometimes, or paint your gutters, and that will also make your house look newer. If you're ever gonna do stuff to your house, just consider doing that first, because, and I'm not saying all houses that paint the brick. At the end of the day, if you own that house and you absolutely love that look, fucking go for it, you know? But if it's a house that you're buying and you don't plan to be there long, and you're just following it because it's a trend, it's like the farmhouse style. It looks dated. It looks dated almost immediately when you do that. If you like that look, totally go for it. I've seen some houses that look really good with white brick, painted white brick. Some of them don't look bad, but making decisions. There's just so many other creative things you can do to make a house look new and refreshed and like there's life back in it by just looking at other interior design options. No good interior designer is going to do something that's trendy, and if they give you something that's trendy, that's when you need to be concerned. I had to correct our interior designer on a couple different things with our house, because I was like, this does not, like, time out, this doesn't fit our house, like, I don't want this, like, okay, this is, and I had to, I had to end up drawing and giving some examples for things, like our porch. They wanted to do like a rounded kind of porch because that's what was trendy on our house that has pointy bits on it. And I was like, no, I want us to match the angle of the pointy bits because it's going to look dated immediately if we do a different French porch style from what the angle of our pointy bits on the house look like. And so shiplap, here's the thing with shiplap in wood paneling. I don't mind it. It just, everything needs to be done in moderation. Not every room needs it. You know what I mean? Our bathroom has old shiplap. I think it's shiplap in it, but it's like halfway or 3/4 of the way up the wall. And it doesn't look bad at all. But it's when you cover every wall being covered with something too decorative, it can be like a problem. Like if I wallpapered every room, it's gonna look old and dated. But I've wallpapered rooms where there was lots of color blocking going on to where it brought life back into the house instead of it looking too bland. So like we've got beige in our hallways. My dining room and my living room has a dark green in it. My husband's office has a dark green in it. We have wallpaper in our kitchen because there was just a lot of color blocking going on, and same with our bathroom. It's just when you have to, it's just reading a space. It's reading a space. It takes a lot. I know it sounds stupid. It definitely takes like learning those creative things, I feel like, partially too, or just having a knack for it, which not everybody does, to be fair. But goddamn, did I do a lot of Sims house building. Not to fully die, we just need to stop doing stupid stop putting it on everything. Yeah. No, I'm with you on that. My entire house inside and out is just drywall. I want to go back to my gothic bedroom, right? Like, oh, just some whimsy, some character. Check your Steam hours for The Sims. See, I played Sims before Steam. I started using Steam, or that launcher. It was on discs. I hate the new Sims. I won't touch the new Sims. Don't even get me started. I played The Sims back when the base pack actually had fun shit to build houses with. Now you have to pay $100 fucking or more just to get some basic nice goddamn assets to build a house. Pisses me off. Pisses me off. Okay. Rec was talking about playing the Isle. Do I have it installed? I do. Timothy, we are play rant simulation. Memory unlocked. I live in a modern house built in 24. Ooh. Yeah, it's insane what they've done. It's kind of insane what they've done or try to do with more modern houses. Not all are bad. Goddamn, but man, I see so much shit all the time on TikTok about how horribly built some of these fucking houses are. I don't know how some of them get through inspection, like straight up, or don't get caught earlier. Like, I cannot believe lead contractors allow the people to do the shit they do to houses. Like, how? I don't know how they can live with themselves and do that shit. Somebody's going to live there, and like building it to the way that some of them do could literally kill people. But fuck, it is insane the amount of bullshit lead contractors allow. Sometimes you'll see a group of houses in development, all developed and the same problems at the same time. Yeah, which, man, I really feel like more people need to be losing their licenses. Like, straight up. If you get caught Like, that's the only way. That's the only way to fix that shit. Yeah, it's a lack of integrity, people wanting to get a quick buck as fast as they can, and just wanting to having no morals about fucking people over. More contractors need to be losing their licenses for the fucking shit work that they do. That's the only way it's gonna get fixed. Cause oh my god, if they it's just insane. It's so insane. That one company, I forgot what it's called, somewhere in Arizona, does a lot of that shit. The contractors are scummy and cheap thieves sometimes. Yeah, people need to be losing their fucking licenses over it. That's the only way it's gonna change. Like, if you mess up a house and things aren't up to code to the point that, like, the whole house is riddled with marks, the lead contractor should be losing their license. And then the people that did that work should be losing their license. And they all need to be put on probation. That's the other thing. Make a probation system. Problem is contractors paid by the job. They get in and out as fast as possible. So many finishing problems on our new house like 3 years later. Yeah. Ugh. I don't care. Go for it, gaming scoundrel. As long as your mom's in there, you can put me in Tamagotchi life. Yeah. No, it drives me nuts. The whole neighborhoods of manufactured homes. Yeah, bro, it's bad. Bonsai! Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Just bought a house site. You don't see Temu. Yo, you might get a house better built than what we get nowadays, though. Dude, I saw this guy on TikTok, speaking of Temu. He bought a $30,000 Bugatti off of, I don't know if it was Temu or somewhere else. It's all foam. It's made out of foam, bro. He got excited because it might be like real or whatever. I'm like, oh, you dork. Imagine spending $30,000 on that shit. That's pretty. Bro, he's got to have an infinite money glitch to be comfortable doing that, because that's just ridiculous. And then there's that company that tried to get inspectors' licenses revoked because he called out their bullshit. Yeah, that should straight up get your license removed if you do that shit. Like, that's fucking bullshit. And that's why if you're an inspector, you should be filming everything. In the red lighting and angles, still a Lambo. In the right line, there's a lot of zeros. You're not even finding a wrecked one for that price. No, literally, I just don't. I know they did it for clicks, but there's no way they got that money back for that video. Have I seen Zillow Gone Wild videos? Those are amazing. I have not. Every once in a while, I see people showing like how cool some of the houses are on TikTok. And I won't lie, sometimes I like to look around on Zillow too. I like looking at houses. I like looking at houses. Just make a log cabin like the Outdoor Boys did. Let me see what time Rex wanting to do. I love IRL Zillow. People just leave their window blinds up, and with a tall enough ladder, you can see anything. There's some YouTube channels whose entire content is doing inspections and calling out builders publicly. Yes, I've seen them. And a few have gotten sued by the builders and even death threats. That's
Smells like
Bro, we are way too lenient on people that give genuine death threats. Like, real shit. We are like... There need to be better repercussions for that shit. Straight up. Straight up. Because here's the thing. There's joking around with your friends, and then there's saying that shit to other people. Because the thing, it's the same with stalking. There's a certain point where it is premeditated murder. Yeah, we are too lenient on a lot of things. More people need to get fucking slapped for making threats. Like, genuine threats. For shit like that. Like, that's just inexcusable. An Arizona inspector called CI, Psy, see what you're, okay, is all over TikTok calling out builders and even gas builders. He might be the one that I've seen if he's pretty popular. More people need the wood, yeah, threat is a threat, yeah. It's just, ridiculous. Dr. Horton and Leonard just pump out houses. I trust smaller contractors far more than large crews, and there's usually a contract between you and the general contractor, which makes the GC very motivated to not have mistakes, as they are liable to be taken to court. Yeah, the other thing I can't recommend enough is get your city involved. Like the, what is it called? Fuck. God damn it. The city inspectors. Get the city inspectors involved. If it looks wrong, call up a city inspector. Because what they will do is they'll put a fucking lien on your house if you're going through the building process and they fuck shit up and it's not up to code and they're not going to fix it. Tip them off. Let them know. Say, hey, I saw some things that don't look up to code. They'll put a lien, and I believe it does threaten not only their license, but they could be heavily fined as a company for it too. Yeah, city inspectors should always be involved. Yeah. They saved our house from having some insane issues. We got a front porch put on our house because there just wasn't one before, and it wasn't good for the house. And also it just was a quality of life thing, but it was just straight up like raining directly down against the foundation and everything, and it's like, ugh, kind of a fucking annoying, and you know, causing rot on the frame of the fucking front door, and it just was a whole fucking thing. And so, same with the windows and shit. It's just like, because the windows, you know, are older. And anyway, so we got the front porch put on, and they didn't drill into the studs on our house. They attached it to the faux brick. They also didn't build things right with the roof on the porch. Yeah, it was a whole fucking thing. I was so mad. I was so mad. My husband thought that it was suspicious, but they kept reassuring him it was like fine and all this stuff. So we called up the city inspector and we're like, hey, we don't want this to get any farther. Can you please come out and take a look at this before they do cover this shit up? And sure as shit, yeah, yeah, piss me off. I do contracting. They come and inspect when the walls go up, and then after the plumbing and electrical and then drywall, they have a full schedule that they are adhered to. Every time you progress, the inspector comes out. Yeah, I think they were gonna try and hide some of the shit. Cause what was it? I know you can sand down some of the nails and stuff, but you should have seen the nails fabled. Oh my god, I'm sure I have pictures somewhere in Discord I could dig up. I would have to dig through my phone, which would be a lot worse. It was so bad. I could have done a better job nailing that fucking roof onto the main beams. They missed by like several inches. And then didn't even have them fully screwed in or put in right for the fucking joint, the metal part where the joints go in and shit to hold it. They're like, oh, it's fine. We had the reason we called the city inspector was we had the guy that was gonna roof it in town. We called him out, and he was a very genuine guy, thankfully. You know, which we've had such shit luck with contractors. A lot of them have been really shitty around here and screwed us over. But he's thankfully been one of the good ones, and you know, gave us honest answers on other things, and he helped us with some other stuff on our house previously. And he could have screwed us over on pricing and stuff, and he didn't. He was like super helped fix just what was needed for now and things like that, and gave us advice and whatnot. And he came out to just look at the roof for the front porch to get an idea of like how much they would need and whatever. And he's like, hey, I don't want to, you know, say too much or freak you out, but he's like, you need to get the city inspector out here ASAP. And I was like, it looks that bad, huh? He's like, I would not let my guys stand on that right now. And I was like, God damn it. I was like, I told my husband, or not, I didn't tell my husband. My husband told me that he thought it was suspicious. He asked the builders and the lead contractors about it, and they said it was fine, and he didn't feel like it was right. God damn it. Oh, I was so mad. I was so mad. Yeah, we just kind of left it at that. Yeah, it was, and we called up the city inspector and shit. It was a whole fucking thing. It was so fucking annoying. I've done roof repair, and it's not that hard to do a decent job if at least one person knows what they're doing. It's just, it was a whole thing. We had so much bullshit that we had to deal with that company. I really don't know how they're I don't know how they're in business. I really don't. Like, I talked about it when we were dealing with a lot of stuff on stream at the time, and just the way they handled things was really inexcusable. And I know that business was a little newer, but like, there were just a lot of common sense things that so there's a girl that owns the company. She's the lead interior designer, and she has the contractors work under her. They had a narcissistic, lying piece of shit lead contractor that kept lying to her and us about things, and they didn't show up every day like they were supposed to. Why was she not there? Like, respectfully, she should have been there almost as much as the lead contractor checking on things. She owns the business and is the lead interior designer. She should have been there at least weekly checking on things. And she was not. She didn't take any accountability for that. Caused a whole fucking fiasco. We could have sued, like, I talk about this, we could have sued her fucking company into the ground for the bullshit we went through. And the fact that she tried to do some sketchy shit on us. Oh, she tried to do some sketchy shit behind my back. She also tried to be a fucking cunt to me on the phone call after all that stuff. And I immediately called her out on her shit. It was a whole fucking thing. I redid my EPDM roof, and never again. I'm hiring that shit out if I ever need it done. Yeah, roofing is no joke, dude. Roofing is no joke. Emperor Focus Fuels it's hitting shelves in Sam's Club. Yeah, you can, if you want, you can rebind towards like the first. I think intro's over around 9 minutes. The intro's around 9 minutes roughly. Yeah, 9 minutes 47 seconds and stuff. If you want to rewind to that, but yeah, that's one of the many things. But a bunch of other stuff with Focus Fuel. Yeah, no, it's there's a whole fucking thing. Capitalism, that's what put other lives at risk from other companies. Yeah, I drove through town because they were hired out from a nearby town and had good reviews and stuff. And I couldn't help but be kind of a little pissed that I saw that they've upgraded their building and moved. And I'm just like, okay, so she gave me this big fucking sob story that she was dealing with other shit. I heard from, how they were getting fucked over and all this other stuff, and they didn't want to finish some of the work on my fucking house, so we let it be or whatever. And I'm just like, oh, you probably lied to me about that, and you just don't want to actually fucking finish your work. Yeah, it's just a whole fucking thing. I hope she's just fucking learned. I have hope she has just fucking learned. But the amount of like she was like straight up like slandering me. She was telling an entirely different story to the roofing guys than what she was telling us and what she was telling the city inspector. She was telling them all entirely different stories from what was actually going on, thinking we all wouldn't talk to each other. Like, it was fucking whack, dude. She went and was acting like I was completely up her ass the entire time over all the roofing stuff, which I want to add, I was not. I was not, despite all the bullshit they pulled on me up their ass. I was very understanding of all the bullshit they were going through that I was aware of, and there was even more stuff they were going through. I at no point was chewing her ass out all the time about it. Once it reached a point of her needing to have her ass chewed out, I chewed her ass out, right? Professionally and businessly, and did, say that if I need to, I will get legal involved. But that was when they were trying to fuck me over on the roof and a bunch of other stuff with the front porch. Use them as a hand puppet. But like, I'm never someone that's gonna unnecessarily be a fucking bitch. Now, if you pull it out of me, I will be a fucking bitch. Yeah. And so anyways, she just was lying to the roofing guy, telling him I was up her ass. Like, she kept apparently calling and messaging him every day saying that I'm up her ass, they need this done, blah, 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 blah. They need it done ASAP, blah, blah, blah. I was like, bro, I just said they needed to fucking figure their shit out. I told them they need to figure their shit out because they promised me this would be done several months ago, and it wasn't done. Same with our fucking bathrooms. Our bathrooms that were estimated to be fixed within 4 months, they took over a year because their lead contractor was scamming them and having the employees work on his fucking backyard on the company's dime. That's where he was on the days he wasn't at our house fucking working on our bathroom, dude. That ain't my fault. That ain't my fucking fault. It's your fault for not keeping track of your employee, dude. And your employee's not being comfortable enough to go to you. Yeah, a year on 2 of my bathrooms. Over a year, actually. I think it was a year and a half or something for everything. Oh my God. Dude, that she literally could have caused a divorce, bro. Like, I don't think you understand like how much bullshit and our schedules and how out of whack our house was because of them. And then they were keeping their stuff stored in our driveway. Or whatever. And so they'd come pick tools up sometimes and then go work on other shit that wasn't our fucking house. So they were using our house as storage. Same within our bedroom. We didn't sleep in our master bedroom because they were working on the bathroom. And so we couldn't even like, they were using it when they weren't there, which was again, total months. Like if we're half the time they weren't there, we were so pissed about it. And so and they never give us proper times or heads up. We didn't know if they were coming some days or if they weren't. Like it was a whole fucking unacceptable process. Oh my God. Anyways, yeah, I could have sued. And I decided not to, but no. And then what was that? We had issues with that. And that guy, and that she was telling the roofing guy a different story. I was like, that is not how that played out at all. And so the roofing guy and I thankfully knew that, like, you know, she's lying about shit. Well, then I find out from town hall, the city inspector, she tried to put the liability for the roof under my name. The city inspector called me and left a message or whatever. I think I called him up to ask him when they were going to finish inspecting and looking at things. And I said I had a hunch that, no, this is what happened. Sorry, it's been a while since I've talked about it. She called me up before I called the city inspector, okay? She calls me up on the phone and she goes, she starts off like kind of apologizing for things, and then she starts to gaslight me. And she goes along the lines of like, you know, we have done over $7,000 of free work on your house and blah, blah, blah. And I go, I said, hold the fuck up. So to hold the fuck up. And she got real quiet. I'm like, first of all, I was never told that you did a free $7,000 on our plumbing for our fucking bathrooms. I was not made aware or told any of that, and neither was my husband. Second of all, you're blaming, they never did a final proper inspection on our house to make, or walk through with us to make sure things were done, and that we were satisfied with anything. So that's a lie. And then I went off on her and I was like, it is not my fault. And then she was like, oh, well, we didn't know. But I said, it's not my fault that you didn't contact me. You're the owner of the business. You run your damn business. You're a big girl. You are supposed to contact me over that stuff. Why are you going through in lieu of your lead contractor, who, by the way, we found out was a narcissist and fucking you and your company over, working on his backyard, by the way. So why are you trusting the bullshit stories he's feeding you and trusting you over talking to us? So you know half the shit that's coming out of his mouth's a lie, and you've learned that half the shit coming out of his mouth's a lie, yet you're still going at me, and you're gonna blame me on shit that we were not told or disclosed or made aware of, because you don't know how to run your fucking business. And she just gets quiet. And I'm like, and just so we're also on the same page, I could have sued you into the fucking ground months ago. And I chose not to, knowing the things that you and your company have gone through dealing with this guy and the other circumstances that your other contractor that was a real genuine guy that had to step up and go through with the bullshit with his family, because he had a horrible family thing go on. And I was like, we didn't, because we know the shit you knew, the shit you were going through. And we chose to electively not sue the ever living shit out of you. And then she goes on, she completely changes her tune. Trying to apologize, blah, 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 blah. And then she slips up on the phone, and she tries to be like, yeah, we're trying to get the roofing placed under your name so it can get done. And I'm like, I go, no. I was like, that's not how that works. I have not given you permission to do that, nor should you be doing that. You are building the roof. You are liable. You and your company are liable. I am not liable. I am not running. I'm not overseeing that project. I have paid you to do that project. You are liable for that roof. And so I was like, that's weird. And so after I got off the phone, what I did was the city inspector, I called him up because I was like, that was weird wording. That is weird fucking wording. And so I called up the city inspector and I was like, hey, he wasn't around at the time. I said, hey, I unfortunately, like, sorry I missed you or whatever. Or, I know you're not around and busy, but I was like, I just got off a really weird phone call with so-and-so lady. And I just want to make sure some things are straightened out and no shady stuff is being done. And so he gives me a call back and he tells me that she's trying to get and said that I said it was okay to have their company's name taken off under the liability and put under my name. She was trying to have it switched to my fucking name and put me liable so they could get off the fucking project and not have to finish it. That is so fucking illegal. That's so fucking illegal. So fucking illegal. Oh my God. Yeah. I probably should have sued him for that, but my husband and I were super over it. We were super over it. What ended up happening was the city inspector chewed her ass out, and basically said that, like, you know, they're not going to be very forthcoming if they work on more stuff in town. Yeah. He chewed her out. And the city inspector basically, I bless the city inspector, dude. He basically told her that, what was it? If they pull any more shit on us, that, like, the city was not gonna put up with it. Revoke all their licenses. Yeah, she better be careful. The DA will press charges for stuff like that. Well, here's the thing. I know y'all are saying to sue. I don't think you guys understand also how expensive that is and how long of a process that is. I would have probably had to pay every bit of 12 to probably 15 grand to get that legal process all drafted up and started. So, and you have to keep in mind, my husband and I had dealt with 1.5 years of bullshit and we're just ready for it to be over at that point. Yeah, sometimes you just have to cut your losses on that shit. We already spent a lot of money to try to get things renovated with the house and get it done and over with. It was just, yeah. My girlfriend's dad was a contract for years and has been in a few legal things and they are super expensive. Yeah. The other thing too you have to keep in mind is the way she was going about this stuff, she wasn't drafting it in emails for the most part. So while we could say, like, talk about the phone calls aren't recorded. And I believe, I could be totally wrong, I don't think Illinois allows you to record phone calls. Could be totally wrong. It's different state by state. But there's another thing of, like, it would be he said, she said. So without it being in an email, it would have been difficult probably to hold up in court. Yeah, probably would have easily been another 3 years to sue, at least in Australia, for something like that. Yeah, it would have probably been months to a year. Yeah, but now they're still in business. No, you're not. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And if I did, I would have left a really nasty Google review if I didn't want to dox myself. That's the other thing that fucking sucked, was, like, I can't go leave a fucking Google review because I could be doxed. And if I don't put that review under my name, technically they can have that Google review taken down for saying it's a bot. Yeah, Illinois needs both parties to consent. Yeah. I don't want Taylor to put stuff down so he doesn't get doxed either. Yeah. Most states it's not, unless both parties know they're being recorded. Yeah. But no, you're not wrong. It fucking sucks. I'm hoping they fucking learned from that experience and just were, you know, I'm hoping they were just trying to fucking scrape by. But yeah, it would have been a lot of money. And then I don't know if we could have, like, sued for, like, reimbursement costs on something like that. I did hear, here's the other thing that could have happened. That lady might not be working there anymore. I don't know. The reason I say that is because I did hear, I had some family that looked up legal paperwork at the time. Supposedly, and I didn't see it, but supposedly they had a bunch of other people that were suing them at the time. I didn't see it. I don't know if that was them just saying shit, but supposedly they had other lawsuits going on. So there is a chance that like the investor or owner could have kicked her out. I haven't seen her around that building, so there's a chance that could have been the case. I would be surprised if she's still there, if that was true. And especially with the bullshit that she allowed for a piece of shit contractor to be there for so long. So I don't know. I haven't dealt or dug too much into the company since all that. I just noticed that they moved. Your girlfriend's dad has seen bad business do business the same way for like over 20 years. People suck. Yeah, it's just there need to be better repercussions in place for shit like that, unfortunately. Because your law firm is working on a case that sounds a lot like this. Yeah. Hopefully y'all get to deal with it, because that shit fucking sucks. Was that contractor a Nepo hire? I don't think so. I don't think so. The reason they found out, actually, the shit that contractor was doing, though, Ninja, was his son actually finally spoke up about it. His son was working with him, and his son was like one of the nicest guys. Him and one of the other well, he wasn't the lead contractor guy. He stepped up. He wasn't supposed to be lead contractor. And ended up having to step up after, which he shouldn't have had, because he went through some horrible shit. He should have been able to take months off. And he wasn't able to. And he went through some really, really, really fucked up shit. That I don't wish on anybody. And I feel horrible that he went through that shit. But he had to step up because of the other guy being a piece of shit. But yeah, his son stepped up and finally contacted and like let them know. And it took the other lead guy chewing out the owner. So hard to say owner and not the name. I keep having to like catch myself before I talk about it. You got curious in case anyone else wants to know, but the states, all parties need to consent to record calls. California, Delaware, Florida, Illinois, Maryland, Massachusetts, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, and Washington. It's not as many states as I was expecting, though. Yeah. So many people don't want to do blue collar work anymore. It's just awful. I just wish more people got into it for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not easy. Blue collar work's very tough. But in terms of the skill ceiling to get into it is pretty low, right? Like the barrier for entry is low, right? Like you can have shitty people come out of college too, but they have to spend like 4 to 5 years getting that fucking degree. Generally for like blue collar degrees, you get like 1 to 2 years to get your, you know, whatever, you do an apprenticeship or, you know, stuff like that. And there are some really, really good people that come out of that. But there are some people that get into the blue collar work and do that shit because they know they don't have to invest much into it. And they know they're going to make 6 figures a year very easily by scamming people and not doing proper work. And it's really fucking annoying. Dude, Amish builders are insanely good. And they get shit done so fast. Oh my God. Yeah, you work in fraud regulations and things like this, and it would be super hard to prove a case like this. I felt like it would have been. I felt like it fucking would have been, Jake. That makes me feel better that we didn't go through all that. But yeah, the problem with trades, I've heard from friends in trades, is that the old hats are horrible to people and don't want to train them. So like, there's no new blood worth anything. Really? They don't want to fucking train them? How the fuck else are they supposed to learn? Ugh. Amish move a barn with no heavy equipment. I know, they're nuts. Same reason I left the dealership. Yeah. Do you see Toyota's making it so that with selling cars and stuff, they can't upmark them like crazy. Supposedly, I think it's the new Toyota trucks. The ones that are supposed to be only 20 grand. Only 20 grand. Oh, did you guys see what Ford's doing? That Ford has, our Congress passed it, our government passed it. I retweeted it earlier. Let me show you guys it. I'm about to piss a lot of people off. Okay, so they're trying to monitor our vehicle usage. Which I saw that was a big deal. And I saw it, it got greenlit to go through, like our senators and our congressmen allowed it to go through, okay? Call them up, call your representative up, by the way, if they voted to greenlight this bill. You should call them up. We should be calling our representatives up more and more. Call them up, voice it, let them know, because they think that they can do whatever the fuck they want, and that's the only way to get them to listen. But yeah, this is the reality of what's gonna fucking happen. They're putting cameras in our cars to decide on if we should be allowed to drive or not.
Now imagine there was an emergency outside the truck, an accident, something terrible on the ranch with a chainsaw. And I jump in this truck, but the truck, it won't shift into drive. Why? Because the cameras and sensors inside this cab won't let it shift, because it detects my eyes are big, there's a lot of emotion, there's some panic, and it doesn't feel that I'm fit to drive. Now that's not science fiction, that is happening because Ford just filed the patents. Ford actually has a series of patents down at the U.S.
Great camera transition by here by the way.
Ford just filed the patents.
Look at that transition.
Ford
Good
actually
one.
has a series of patents down at the U.S. Patent and Trade Office that deal with the sensors and cameras inside the cab of their truck. And if the sensors in that truck determine that you're not fit to drive, that truck will not actually shift from park to drive. Now, they already have a system called telematics, and that's where they can actually pull up cameras in real time inside the cab of their fleet vehicles. Now, they actually market this to insurance companies because the truth is, this is really about who owns the data and who owns
This shit right
the
here.
liability. Now, your name might actually be on the title of this truck, and you may have paid for it, but you don't own it. Now, Ford didn't file just one patent. They filed a stack of them, all within months of each other.
Yeah, this guy probably
Are you sitting
posted it a
down?
while ago.
Get this. This Ford technology
And it's
patent
resurfaced.
doesn't just watch you. This one puts you in jail. Ford filed a patent, serial number 0104469, where the system takes your biometric data, your face, your iris, and your fingerprint, and it runs it through a criminal database in real time. While you're sitting in your own truck, think about what that means. You wake up one morning, you walk out to your driveway, you climb into a vehicle with your name on the title, on property with your name on the deed, and before you go anywhere, before you've done a single thing wrong, your truck is already running your face through a law enforcement database. Ford's own patent language describes this as potentially useful for police. They wrote that. Ford wrote that into the patent application. So the question isn't whether this technology can be abused. Ford already told you who it's for. You just didn't know that you were buying a cop car. Now I'm going to walk you through a few of
What's annoying me is like, the amount of people that are making this goes like with every issue that goes on, that are making this a left versus right thing. Bro, I remember the days of when being conservative meant you didn't like surveillance bullshit like this, and so many conservatives now are just like, because they think it's a right-backed thing, they support shit like this. And it drives me fucking bonkers, bro.
these patents. Lip reading,
Yeah.
cameras inside your cab, machine learning trained on lip movement datasets, cloud connected, your face processed somewhere you'll never
I'm
see.
like, what happened to
stored
that?
As long
Like-
as they want. Acoustic lip reading. If the cameras aren't enough, the system emits inaudible sound waves and reads the echoes bouncing off of your mouth. You can't see it.
Yeah, don't buy
it's
new
just
vehicles,
happening.
chat.
Biometrics, your face, fingerprint,
They
iris.
are dark.
Filed February 2024.
It just drives me nuts that it's like, oh, well, you know, they like Palantir or whatever, and like, because they support their politicians, and so they excuse shit like this. And I'm like, come on, guys. Like, fucking take your fucking mouth off their tit for a sec, please.
And it was published
This is not... Stop blindly following it and actually look at what this is doing.
August 2025.
Yeah,
This
don't
one
buy new
is assigned a
vehicles. 'Cause
serial number.
the fact that they're also trying to make everything subscription based is so fucking exhausting, bro. Like, can we stop putting subscription based everything in these vehicles? I'm so tired of like a giant flat screen TV being in a vehicle, all my buttons being taken away. Like that, it is so hard to drive when you have to touch a fucking touch screen instead of just having buttons.
Because it's real. Ad listening. This is scary. It monitors
I didn't see this
conversations
part.
between everyone in the cab. It serves targeted ads based on what you and others are talking about while you're driving. In Ford's words, maximum opportunity for ad-based monetization.
I'm gonna fucking lose it. I'm gonna fucking lose it, bro. I'm gonna fucking lose it. Isn't Meta dealing with a huge lawsuit that they were doing this on our phones? Yeah. Ads in my fucking car. I'm trying to drive and I get a fucking smoking ad or some pharmaceutical ad on my entire dash when I'm trying to watch the GPS? Could you imagine? Oh my god! Turn right and buy Nuvia. Use New. Hi, when am I supposed to be fucking turning? Could you imagine? Oh my god!
No.
Have to buy you have to skip an ad. It costs Ford currency, their little car subscription currency, to fucking skip an ad.
Description of how that data is protected either. None. How about Ford Pro Telematics? Now this one isn't a patent. This one is actually a product.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, if you have Instagram open in the background on your phone, they listen to everything you say. They're in a lawsuit about it right now. But just in case you guys leave Instagram open on your phone in the background, every time you exit out of Instagram, make sure you actually close it from your background apps, because they literally record they record your keystrokes, if I remember correctly, and they record all the conversations that you have. Just so you know. Yeah. Always force close your shit. Don't just like tab out of it and hit the home button.
Page. Right now, fleet managers can pull live in-cabin video feeds of drivers on their phones. Ford markets seatbelt compliance alerts with the explicit benefit of lowering insurance costs. They said it themselves. This is the infrastructure, and once the infrastructure exists, it's going to get used and abused. Now, Ford isn't alone in this. This is an arms race.
Yes, it is.
Smart Eye driver monitoring software is already in over 2 million cars globally. The EU's general safety regulation mandates drowsiness systems as standard equipment going forward. GM deployed biometric seat sensors and heart rate monitoring in production trucks.
That's crazy. Bro, weren't they trying to pass something where you had to take a breathalyzer before driving too, or some shit? Wasn't that something that was trying to be done not too long ago? Or is that a part of that? I can't fucking remember. Interlock devices. You heard about the Ford bullshit today. My memory is always used up by Facebook and Instagram, etc. I've been active in listening. I just can't stop it either. Apps are all force closed. Yeah. I love my '08 old ass car. I know. I want to get, at some point, I want to get an old Ford Ranger, like one of the small trucks, or an old Toyota truck. Like just a small truck, so we can have a truck for yard work. I don't want anything fancy. I wanna sell my 2014 Ford Escape and get one, but finding them is very difficult. But old Tacoma, Ford 4Runner. Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's what I want, one of those so bad. Yeah, well, not that I necessarily want it, but like I know my husband wants one really bad, so we could do yard work easier and shit. We could drive it around our yard, make it easier to tow things, move shit around. Yeah. Yeah, over here we are well aware how the government will overstep. Well, it's just funny because like the amount of people I see, like they're like, ooh, see, we're not like China in terms of this mass surveillance and all this credit system and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at what's happening. Like, that's literally what they're doing. Dude, we have a Toyota, Sienna, and I love it. I love it. Oh my God. I love our van. I'm so glad we got a van. We've got an '08 Tacoma with manual transmission. Doesn't even have power windows. Oh, dude, fuck yeah. I want a 91 Jeep Grand Wagoneer. They're so sick. I'd love to get the old Ford Bronco in good condition. You hate the new Broncos that are more like Bronco Bronco 2s. Yeah, man, I just wish. I know I don't know. I hate when they bring like old models back and then they like turn them into some shitty version of the Jetsons cars. You know what I'm talking about? They do this weird bubble futuristic look to things and it just looks weird. I'm like, give me an electric car that looks like you know those old big car travel vans that was like a living room in it? Ugh. Like just do that, but like modernize it. We're just, yeah, the Astro vans, yeah. The new Amazon bubble delivery cars are so gross. Dude, did you see the new cars that they're making for...
I've always wanted to get a Tacoma and engine swap it with a Cummins diesel. I
Oh,
will name my beautiful creation of flowers Taco Smile.
a cum taco. God damn it, Joe. God damn it, bro. They brought back their minivan and it's electric. See, that looks pretty good. Like, that adaptation looks pretty good from what I remember for the most part. Yeah. I just, do you know in, I think it's China. It might also be in South Korea and Japan. I can't remember, but I'm pretty certain it's China. Their fueling stations for electric cars are so fast that their setups are so fast and advanced for their electric cars that to charge the vehicle up, they look very similar to gas pump stations. They hang overhead and stuff, and you hook them up, and they charge the same amount of time as it would be for you to fill it up with gas. Do you know how many people would switch to electric if we could do that? Because, like, that's the biggest thing that's annoying. One of the biggest things that's annoying with electric vehicles is the risk of the battery underneath, you know, getting set on fire. But also the charge time. The way I just did that fucking hand signal was like I was in your mom. China's flying in tech. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah. What time works for you? No rush here all night. I sent you some messages. I'm probably gonna be on for another hour, Rec. Are you gonna be around tomorrow? Because if you're open to playing tomorrow, unless if you have a group and people can't move time, I totally get it. I'm assuming it's just you and me though. If we play tomorrow, I could play for like 4 or 5 hours. I'm not going to do the 10-hour stream until Wednesday. Tuesday I have some sponsor stuff, but I could play for like way more. Like I'm probably not going to be up too late tonight. Like I can probably only play for like an hour or two. Meanwhile, the US is getting rid of all its government scientists. Well, apparently that's also going on in China. Apparently that's been going on in China. There's all stuff. Is this a game you could rip for that long? I've been told yes. Chat, for those of you that have played the Isle, what's the average playtime you put into that shit? I've been told people play that shit for hours. I'm assuming there's some people that have played the Isle in here, rather. Oh, someone did a super chat on YouTube and I meant to fucking check that. I'm so sorry, bud. Where's this at? Okay, that's not just YouTube chat. The hell? Here we go. Deadeye, thank you for the super chat on YouTube. I'm so sorry. That took me a sec to get to. There was a bill passed in your state that can limit how many miles you're allowed to drive. What? And will tax you if you go over your approved amount of miles? What? Yo, I don't want to dox you, but what fucking state do you live in? That's crazy, if you're still in here. Yeah, shit's wild. A few hours at least for the Isle. It's basically what Elise is. Yeah, because, like, I think you start as a small dinosaur and you grow up, Rec. You play the Isle in ways, but you usually get a few hours in every time. You can play that for hours. It could take hours to grow one dino. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. You start as a small dino and you, like, age up as you, like, kill things and whatnot. Thing is, most of what comes out of China is propaganda, too. They have a huge... Oh, definitely. They definitely do. Yeah, there's a lot of propaganda. Hi, Kyra. How are you? Oh, thank you for following my YouTube channel, dude. How are you? You're in New England? That's a law in New England? Holy shit. That would piss me off. I don't understand how that shit's fucking legal, man. Yeah, you could easily play that for a few hours. It can take hours to drive a dino grow up. California's doing the same thing, taxing you based on your annual mileage count. What the fuck? The battery thing you were talking about, I only know about China developing a battery that can charge in 9 minutes. Remember, you need to design the battery to be able, to be that fast first. Part of the limitation is the amount of heat that's generated when charging super fast. So it's not a charging station. It's a battery that has been developed. Gotcha. All right, shit. Maybe tomorrow. If you got nothing planned, I'll let you know when. I'll let you know what's up. Yeah, sounds good. Rec, do you want it to just be us two, or do you want me to grab a couple other people to play with us? Because I'm sure I could find a couple other people. The more miles you drive, the more gas you use. I'm totally down to just do us two too if you want to do that. The tax sort of makes sense if it goes into road money, since they lose you out on a gas tax. I wouldn't entirely disagree with that. If you know other peeps that can rip a group chat, yeah, I could definitely do that. And see what's up. Yeah, I can do that. Steven, how are you? Hello. I'm shocked there has not been people organizing for a civil movement again. I know, there's so many things. I've talked about it. I was like, the only way things are going to change is a revolution, or and like literally people stopping what they're doing every day. The thing is well, let me finish my other train of thought before I go into that. It's either probably a revolution is the fast track, or it's going to take probably the next 10 years of us voting really, really hard and actually doing our research and not being fooled again and again and again over where people are getting their campaign money from and actually holding people accountable. So yeah, it's either the fast track is revolution. The other one is realistically probably a decade to fix things. And that's assuming things don't get worse. Yeah, but the thing with the revolution thing, and I'm not promoting violence, I'm just realistic takes. The thing with the revolution thing, or the reason you don't see people out in the streets, is because our government knows we're complacent. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean, like the CIA and stuff, there were documents that came out. They literally did tests on rats, on colonies of rats, or whatever the fuck you call clusters of rats, hives, fucking packs, I don't know. They did studies on rats to figure out where the best, or how the best way to keep them complacent enough when issues come up so that they don't retaliate their handlers. And they found that keeping them starving just enough to where they can manage to get by, and work them enough so that they're distracted and don't feel like they have the time to revolt, is like the perfect spot to keep people docile. And that's exactly what's happening, is people are too poor to be able to actually, you know, they have to work, most people have to work multiple jobs right now, because just to get by, to be able to afford rent, to be able to get food, you know, all this sorts of shit. And so, but they're not quite poor enough to where they're starving multiple days a week. They're just enough getting by, and they're just busy enough that they don't have time to go out and protest and do anything about it, because they're trying to get by. We're in what our government would consider a sweet spot of complacency, where we're just distracted enough and just starving enough to where we are complacent enough and will not do anything. Yeah, and the thing is it's understandable. It's understandable, but until people realize and check those things out, nothing, you know, we can do mass protests and nothing really happens, right? The other thing is like, even when we do protest, our government's not afraid of us, because how many protests have there been now over things and nothing's changed, you know? Yeah, and people are tired, so people see nothing change despite those protests either, and so like, you know, they're tired. They're like, what's the point, right? So that's where I say like revolution, in the sense of like, it's gonna take some big changes and people actually being like, you know, wanting to listen to the people and, you know, actually do something about it, and not just. A lot of our elected officials don't actually care about people, right? They get into it because it's an easy way for them to find a money glitch. Yeah. And they don't actually care about people's opinions or their stuff. So yeah. So protests, some of these protests aren't protests though either. It's like, yes and no. Yes and no. That's like for anything around the world though. I think people would need to shut down states with mass people with guns. I don't know if I agree with that. I think, Dark, when I say it, I mean like everybody would have to like, they would have to refuse work. People en masse would have to refuse to work and protest outside of their, you know, politicians' buildings, you know, their Congress. That's what it would take. And it would take like doing it like I don't think you realize how much like also people like if everybody stopped working for a week, and protested, like everybody, right? They would be terrified, because the thing is like you have to fuck up the company's wallets that's backing all this corrupt shit. That the only thing they care about is money. So you have to go for the money, which is stopping working. Not buying, and people, and again, people, if they don't work, they're starving. So like people would have to plan like stocking up on food, or it's just there's a whole bunch of stuff there. It would have to be like, It would have to be organized enough, but yeah, it's not a lot of people have the luxury to actually consider doing that. And they, you know, they can't, their families and shit. But yeah, every year is about those 3% profits. No, literally. So it would take organized people actually like en masse stopping working. And I'm not saying just like, and the thing is, it's not us working, those that work at home. Like it would take people that are part of the production process too. Yeah, and the country's too divided to organize. Yeah, there's too many people that think it's a left versus right thing still. Yeah. Can my state just build some hi, sweet boy. You get some eye boogies. Should I clean that up for you? Can I clean that up for you? Come here. Come here. Hey. Look at your eye boogies. Oh, good boy. You just got back in from outside, huh? Oh. Get better. Get better, handsome. You come over here. You come say hello. You come say hello. You're a big boy. Oh, you're a big boy. You're a good boy. Yeah. Just stop supporting and buy from big corporations. Start relying on town shops and restaurants and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, that's easier said than done, though, too, when most grocery stores and boutiques have been whittled to the ground and replaced with a Walmart. And I'm not just talking about Walmart, but like things like Walmart. Protests on Saturday make me go, huh? Because that's when majority of people who work 9 to 5s are already off work. At that point, it's not a protest, it's a parade. I agree. People need to stop working indefinitely, but in order for that to happen, there needs to be a massive safety net based on community and mutual aid, and most people don't even know their neighbors' names. Yes. Yep to all of that. Yeah. But still buy your focus fuels from Sam's Club. Yeah. I'm not trying to be that guy, but we are watching you and 2 huge corporate platforms. No, literally. No, you, and that's right. Like, it's literally in everything. It's in everything. Yeah. No, we are. Yeah. You're not being that guy. It's literally what it is. Community-owned shops, yeah. Like, yeah, there's not, I mean, really what you can do, or what more people should be doing, is going to their local farmer's market. If you have a butcher, like going to butcher shops and stuff, instead of, you know, for your meat. Instead of Walmart for your meat. Oh, he's so happy. He's so happy for his head pats. He's so happy for his head pats. Oh, some good head pats, huh? Some good head pats. Some good head pats. Oh, my goodness. Look at that happy boy. I love small shops too, yeah. Oh, it's a happy boy. Yes, you are. You look pretty happy to you. You look pretty happy. You want a kiss? You want a kiss? You like your kiss? Oh, you got itch? Oh, I know. Is that it? You got scratchies? Your skin dry? Yeah. Where's your toy? You go get your toy. You go pick it up. Oh, good boy. Can you bring it over here on my left side? Oh, can I see that? Can I have it? It's over here. Can I have it? Oh, I dropped it. You pick it up? Oh, thank you. You sit. Oh, very good. Gentle. Good boy. He's so fun. He's so gentle. Oh, it's a good boy. Yes. Oh, oh, you hear him breathing in the mic. Ooh. A breed of dog called a Native American Indian dog. Dude, someone brought that up the other day in chat. They are, yeah, they're cool looking, dude. Oh. Chat, when I took Shiva to the physical therapy, we found out about these. Did I tell you about the beef collagen braids? Are really good for your dogs. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they're soft enough for your dogs to chew, but they take a long time for them to chew. But yeah, it's like beef collagen, and they turn it into like a little braid that your dogs can chew. And so I actually have like a proper chew toy that won't fuck up their teeth with how much they like to chew. Yeah, at the physical therapy place that I take Shiva, they have treats and stuff for dogs you can buy while you're in there. And so they had that. And we had Shiva test one out, and we didn't have to have her reposition herself multiple times while she was getting her red light therapy and acupuncture. Does it splinter? No, it is not. It's not crunchy enough to splinter. Let me see if there's like examples on Amazon I can find of them. I think they make the beef collagen ones locally, but I could be wrong. Beef collagen sticks for dogs. Yeah, I guess you could get a stick version. I'm not seeing the specific ones from them on here, but I'm seeing kind of similar ones. But yeah, they're like collagen braids. This looks pretty similar, but it's not as dark. Oh no, this one's pretty similar, it looks like. They look like this. And I don't know how to explain the material of them. It's like a hard cartilage. It's like a hard cartilage, which makes sense because it's like the collagen. Do they get all white and slimy when they chew it? A little bit. A little bit, yeah. Trying to see if... Oh, I have Shiva's upstairs. It gets like this color. Yeah, I would say it gets like whiter. Yeah. How many virgins do you sacrifice to your beast gardens annually? Yeah, here's another image of the inside. Taz completely ate his in 2 hours, roughly. And Shiva really likes to chew on it, so she's been taking her time with it instead of just eating it, but Taz likes to eat. Oh, it looks like you can get non-braided, but we do braided. Yeah, it kind of looks like leather. Yeah. I do the, there's some that you can get that are like bigger braids than this, but I don't recommend it because they can definitely like eat that easier in my opinion. This is like small enough and tightly braided that it like really gets in their teeth good. It's a really good amount of time. It's a really good amount of time. They're kind of like rawhide. I wouldn't say so, because rawhide breaks pretty easily and is also not good for your dog. Also, apparently, bully sticks or bull penises. Oh, yeah. Didn't know that. Pizzle no, yeah, that's what the pizzle is. Yeah, bull penis is called a pizzle. Yeah, think about that. Your dog's eating bull penis on your carpet. Yummy. I've got some big shoes for my dog, and it takes a good hour to tear them apart. Yeah. Let's play Dead by Daylight for like an hour here, chat. Bum, bum, bum. Because I think we're going to do the aisle stuff. We're going to do the aisle stuff tomorrow's. What it sounds like. TBD! Just came back to hear Cruz talk about bull penis. Yeah, that's what bully sticks are. That's what bully sticks are. Boop. Ding, ding, ding. I can pause my music because Dead by Daylight has that good shit. That good shit. I'm at work. I was making pizzas. What did I miss? Bully sticks or bull penises. That's what you missed. All right. I gotta stop that recording. My yapping recording. Rather them eat bull dick than something else. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah. Just came back to hear Chris talk about bull penis. Yeah. And then they get licked in the face. Yep. Does anyone ever inject themselves with adrenaline from bull dick? Huh? Excuse me? I'm so excited. Conan Exiles is getting an engine update, an overall quality of life update. Ooh. Harmless, thank you for the 61 months. Corvus with the 26 months. Thank you so much, Joe. Thank you again for those biddies earlier. Take old biddies. Completely unrelated. Did you see Carson Husvard? I don't know who that is. Victory celebration at Talladega today. He sat on the window hanging out of his car while he drove around the track. What? Like at full speed? Hopefully not at full speed. I made my husband look at the turtle peen since I had your TikTok repost the other day out of curiosity. What was his reaction? Was he fucking baffled? When's the new Rift? Tomorrow or Tuesday. I think Tuesday. Ooh, okay. So Tuesday we'll do the Diablo update and play Dead by Daylight is what that sounds like to me. We'll do our sponsor stream and Dead by Daylight. I just purged that turtle from my memory too. Dude, it's crazy. Yeah, y'all that haven't seen that turtle dick repost on my TikTok, you should go check it. And then come back. It's my third most recent repost, so it's right at the top. I promise you can't miss it. You'll know it when you see it. You should also watch the Gengar video if you haven't watched the Gengar video. That's right after that one. I just purged that turtle from my memory. I have to laugh because I have so many tags. I have so many @ mentions under that post from people asking me why. And it's just so funny every time I see it. I brace myself when a TikTok video pops up and it says that you've reposted it. Personally avoiding your repost on TikTok until further notice. Why? Yeah, Goobif, Vald reposted it on mine and I was scarred enough that you guys had to become scarred with me. I was like, if I saw it, now you guys have to see it. If I had to witness this and now I have to know about this, now you guys do too. Oh God, I love the music in here. Okay, you guys want some gambas? You wanna guess how many people are gonna die in our games? Gamba, get your gambas! So good at dancing, chat. Don't watch reposted stuff from me. Me and all my friends repost some fucking cursed shit. But hey, guess what? When you're doom scrolling, I bet you that reset your nervous system. I bet that reset your nervous system, right? How many of you were doom scrolling and then saw turtle penis repost and then were like, yeah, I bet you didn't realize that you finally probably felt a little bit better from the confusion and shock. I'm 40 and I'm not old enough for your TikToks, Chris. How dare you? Come on, Bew. Come on, Unc. Come on, Gramps. Or made you put the phone down? Yeah, see, it's working. Next Saturday's the Kentucky Derby. Ooh. Dude, there was so much drama last year around the Kentucky Derby and what people were wearing. I think this year we should react to the Kentucky Derby outfits, bro. I think they're fun. Like, the classy ones are really fun to look at. Please watch. Was watching a Cruise Dead by Daylight VOD from 5 years ago. She said fuck red hair, but look at her eye. Yeah. Did I say fuck red hair? I think I was concerned of having. Oh no. I know what happened. I had a really shitty red hair dye at one point. She did not dye it the color I should. It was like fire orange. I got rid of it shortly after. Only if you're gonna put your big derby hat for it. Oh, you think I should wear a derby fit? Can I get a... Oh, God. Fancy hat for women. I don't know if I can get anything in time. I can... Oh, wait! Wait, there are some ones on Amazon chat that definitely are, like, derby looking. Yo, I would actually be so down. Do these come in different colors? I'm trying to think about the dress. Oh, they do. Chat, look at this. How the fuck am I gonna put my headset on, though? How the fuck am I gonna put my headset on? I'd be down. I can throw some athletic shorts underneath a dress. We can have our own fun little Kentucky Derby fit day if I can get this in time. It says I can get one of these most likely by Wednesday. I have a few different... I'm trying to think. Okay, so I have multiple black dresses. So I could do a black hat. I mean, even that would look good with a black dress. I'll take a look at my closet later and decide. I have a few different color options. I'll maybe do this funky hat. That would be kind of fun. That'd be kind of fun. And then we can rate fits. That hat doesn't look real. Dude, it does kind of look like a jellyfish. The Man O' War jellyfish. Oh, I could do earbuds. I totally could do IEMs. My buddy on Discord just has to live in South Dakota. He is interested in some of the wines, and the owner of the winery. Oh yeah, for the spicy ones, I help out makes her spicy wines, but apparently South Dakota has weird laws in regarding shipping wine to the state. Oh no. See, what if you bought it and shipped it instead of them? All right, chat, here we go. Ooh, oh, perfect. An ad's running for non-subs already. Nice. Who needs the dress? Just the hat. I could totally just wear a nice shirt instead. That might work. Then I mean, I don't mind wearing a dress, but I'm gonna wear shorts either way. Can I tag you in a Silent Hill 2 Smiling Friends TikTok? Go for it, my dude. Can't do it individually. Has to be a licensed winery. Dang, that's unfortunate. How far away does your buddy live from you? You able to give it to them in person at some point this year? Your mom's dream is to go to the Kentucky Derby. I went to one of the derbies in San Diego, I think, when I was younger. Ooh, saw map. Okay, what are the odds they've got Lethal Pursuer, chat? You think pretty high? I'm not seeing... Late... Ooh, what the fuck? The fuck? I was gonna say, I feel like they're running the killer. Oh, there's a pallet right there. Oh, it's an unknown? Okay, we need to... I think we should exit stage left, chat. Exiting stage left. Oh, I have head on. Forgot about that. You know, probably... What if they jump down here, right? I could head on the bastard. Come on. Listen, the generator's gripped right now anyways, you know? Okay, can it go away? I would love to work on that. No? Okay. I hear it. It's on the other side. Alright, I see a totem. I'm gonna do that first. The other two are on a generator. I can walk around and go help them after. You kind of miss Kitsune tails. They were cute. Yeah, they were. He's in South Dakota. Yeah, that's pretty far. Meeting him on World of Warships. Dang. Hey, well, maybe one day you can throw it in your luggage when you fly to visit him. the kickoff of the Derby 2 weeks earlier. It's called Thunder over Louisville, one of the longest firework displays in the nation. Oh, that's sick. Oh, it's 99. No. Yeah, go finish it. Yeah. It's worth. Yes! Yeah, I should have waited before I hopped back on it. I should have waited for him to hit me. I fucked that one up. That's on me, dude. I thought I had that. It's okay. We got that bottom mid-gen done. I'm happy. Yo, W teammate working on the generator before they hang me. Not being sarcastic, by the way. Very genuinely serious about that. When are we getting the end of Marty? We are getting it on Wednesday, Jay. We're doing a 10-hour stream on Wednesday of Baldur's Gate 3. Since we hit our sub goal for a 10-hour Baldur's Gate 3 stream. Yeah. I don't know if we'll be able to finish it, but we are gonna... Yo, homie out... This Meg out here flexing. Help me, Meg. Help me. I feel like Unknown's gonna... Yeah, I was gonna say. Right there. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it was upstairs, wasn't it? I fucked it. That door's closed, so that means there's a generator on the other side. Let's see if we can get to that. There we go. Hey, thank you, Ben. This is very exciting. Be most chaotic shit ever. I would be down if she ever wanted to. I know she's a busy bee though. Meg definitely just learned how to moonwalk. Hey, bro, she can flex it all day. I don't blame her. You gotta see if your friends want spicy wine. It's a joke. I said yeah, no, I would love to look up the brand at some point. Well, I guess I can't order it, so it doesn't really matter, but if you want to ever shout it out to chat, you're welcome to. But it might just dox you is the only thing, so you know. Depends on how much you care about that shit. I don't care if you promo your buddy's wine. I need to find a new brand for sour beers. Yeah. Spicy gin's not bad. I can't do spicy drinks, but I know so many people that love spicy drinks. Hell yeah, Goobif, hell yeah. I need to find an animator. I want to get, speaking of smiling fronts and stuff, I want to get, I asked somebody else, but they're busy. Ooh, okay. It's a bit of a predicament. Okay. I don't know where the Meg is. I might not be able to get the unhook. Okay. Let's see if I can take him upstairs. Oh, what a pussy, bro. I hate when killers do that shit. Hate when killers... tunnel on little shit. See if I can go help her, maybe. If it stands up, does that mean he's looking through it? Oh, damn. She ran really far. I won't be able to save. I hope our teammates can try. Maybe not. Damn. Okay. Fuck. Not ideal. Yeah, it just depends on if it's in my state, Christopher. It just depends on if it's in my, if I can get it in Illinois. You can order wine, the ownerships from the US, website on Steam or Discord. You can if you want to let a mod know, you're welcome to. Maybe I can get it as a gift for whatchamacallit, for some family. Actually having a sour right now. It's from North Hampshire brewery called Concord Craft Brewing. Ooh. I haven't gotten a proper chase out of this killer on me yet. I hear him. Yeah, there was I had a really good in Iowa. Whatchamacallit? They had a really good sour beer, and it was called Confluence the Wizard. I can't remember what brand it was from, but I had it at a restaurant and it was fantastic. Oh, it was delicious. And it was a lighter beer too. Oh, it was Oh, does he have... No, he doesn't have Ruin. Watch this. Woo! Oh. He's trying to hit me with this fucking bubble. Ooh. What you gonna do? What's he gonna do? Oh, too slow, too slow. All right, now we gotta run. Because he's gonna hit me with this shit. Or gonna try to. Oh, fuck. He might got me. He might have... Oh! Oh, I stared at him enough. Holy shit, chat. Giving him a good run for his money right now. Oh my god. Oh yeah, this is some good chat. This is some good shit. Oh, this is some good shit, chat. This is some real good shit. That was a good fucking run.
Yeah.
That was a good fucking run. I want him to chase me. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let's go for a walk. Oh, I got so lucky. Oh, he's got... Okay. Dude, that was an... Oh my fuck, I had some good runs. Oh my fuck, I had some good-ass runs. Holy shit, call me diarrhea. Wowzers. First game of the night. Woo! I got lucky his fucking loogies he was hawking at me were hitting as many items as they were. I could have gone down if I'd just been placed a little differently. Ugh. Running like crazy and don't see either person on a jet. Yeah, I think they heard his terror radius and we're getting a little anxious. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have this guy go work on a gen after they unhook me. No. Yeah, go work on a gen. Go work on a gen. Go find a generator. Okay, that one's done. Yeah, we gotta do a gen. Well, Meg's gonna do a good run. F? Of course. Of course. Nine, 10. God damn it. Is it? It's not back. Yeah, this is unfortunate. This is pissing me off. Yeah, it's my internet, unfortunately. I need to give AT&T a call after this and ask when the fuck the tech's coming out to fix our goddamn line. I'm getting 12 up right now. Shit. Oh my god, I'm so glad he didn't. We got so lucky he didn't hear that.